Hey
What's
man.
going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Elude Stalwart stream. We're starting the Elysium project, Elysium PvP server. I'm Elude Stalwart, and I'm going to be playing Stockade, the warrior. He's level 17. What's up, Salty?
Hello.
Sorry, I was doing my
I'm
intro
doing
just
great,
as you
man.
logged in.
Yeah, I saw it on the YouTube notifications.
I saw you playing last night, man. You look lonely out there in Stone Talon.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, wish I could get on and help him, but I wanted to get up early today, and I didn't even manage to do that. I was so tired.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I have a question. What is a pretty good graphics card?
A good graphics card?
Yeah.
A lot of it depends on what your PC can handle. It's like you take the amount of RAM your PC has, and you try to get a graphics card that can match that.
Okay.
Because if you don't have a good processor and a good amount of RAM in your computer, you're just going to be bottlenecking. Even if you have like the Porsche or Mercedes of graphics cards, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, probably I want to do like a GTX.
Yeah, I usually go with the Nvidias. Like this laptop,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
has
me
a
too, but
450.
I got a problem. I'm in Poland, you know that already.
Yeah.
But like the graphics card are pretty like a GTX
Uh huh.
thousand something,
Right. And I
and
seen
that's
this
pretty
guy
high,
that was,
right?
yeah.
Because if you just how can I say it best if you calculate, it's like almost around the 200 from Nvidia euros.
200 euros.
Yeah, let's say it's like maybe $220. So is that cheap
For a graphics card? I think
for
that's probably about right. I mean, it depends on
for
the.
GTX 1030 something like that?
I can see. Let me check out.
Wait, I will post like links of the variants. Good.
Alright. I'm just gonna bring a window up myself so the stream can see what's going on. So we're looking for a graphics card for Salty Dead. And we'll just capture the whole window. Let's see. Right side. Bottom. And top. You don't need to see any of that part. Okay.
What means an TI?
NVIDIA. The Titan. NVIDIA Titan.
Are they expensive?
Oh yeah, I imagine they are.
Because I'm googling right now and I see it's pretty expensive, like in euros. But wait,
Most
I gonna
people,
do like
those are like the top ones, man. The NVIDIA 1080 Ti's for like 4K, like TV screens and stuff, and streaming in high definition. This 1080
okay,
Ti that I'm seeing
okay. I gonna
says,
try to find one. Wait a second, because tomorrow we're gonna go to the shop, but I need to find a shop nearby where we're going to shop. So wait a second.
okay.
I'm on my mobile right now, so that's the difficulties.
Ah, I see. Let's see. So the 1080 Ti has 11 gigabits of memory speed. 11 gigabits per second, I should say. And it's an 11 gigabyte GDDR5 times. So that's the 1080 versus the 980. So yeah, I mean, the bigger the numbers, the better the card. But that's also a problem because that's the bigger the price tag as well. But you really don't want to get something super uber expensive if all the other shit in your computer is not upgraded to support it. Remember I was telling you like your power supply? Like this graphics card is going to draw a lot more power.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What is the normal thing about what's the normal power supply?
Um, my power supply, I usually want somewhere around 800 to 1000 watt power supply, depending on what you're running.
What kind of video card do you have?
I'm using a laptop, so my graphics card is
Uh,
just like a mobile one. It wouldn't help you build a PC, but I can let you know. Let me see. DX Diag. I'm pulling it up now. I'll give you the right infos. On my Twitch stream, I usually have all that posted below, but I don't have that up right now. So I'll just bring it up here. Just give me a second. Yeah, my computer needs a motherboard. I bought a motherboard, like 200 and something dollar ASRock motherboard, and went to install it, and it was dead on arrival. So like everything I got plugged into it and all the setup and everything, the motherboard itself was dead. So they sent me a bad motherboard, and I got so demoralized I just didn't go send it back and get a new one. Because you got to find the receipts and all the packaging and everything that you probably threw away. You got to find and mail it back, pay the shipping and handling to get it restocked, and then ask for another motherboard. So I was like, fuck this, and then just start playing on my laptop. Still got it sitting there. But yeah, and then I found out my graphics card was probably fried too because I saw water damage on it. So that made me put it off even further. It's like, well, my motherboard's dead and my
oh
graphics card's
God,
dead.
it's only going to be worse, man. Oh my God.
Yeah. Alright, so what's in this thing? This one's running the two motherboards. It's got the integrated graphics card, which is like an Intel HD 4600. And it's also got an NVIDIA one. And the one I'm using in the laptop is a GeForce GT 750M. And it's giving me approximately 10 total memory. So 10 gigs of memory. And then it's got a display virtual memory of 2 gigs, and it has 8 gigs of shared memory. So just my laptop has 10 gigs of memory in it for the graphics card, and then the laptop itself is running with 16 gigs of RAM, and that's what helps it like stream better and game better at high def. I also have an Intel i7 processor, which is like 8 cores, so it's got like 8 CPUs running at 2.4 gigahertz.
Okay.
So i7 processor, 16 gigs of RAM, and then a graphics card that has 10 gigs of RAM. That's how I'm running. And its power supply, it doesn't have one, it's just a laptop. So but let's find something equivalent to that here with these. What's your processor and RAM on your computer? Because that's going to dictate how big you want to go with your graphics card.
That's the RAM are those sticks, right? The small sticks?
Yeah,
Almost.
but you could just do a command and pull it up and your computer can tell you.
Yeah, but that's the problem. I got my laptop right now. I'm not home.
Oh, okay. So you,
So that's the problem where I'm sitting with. I can buy a good graphics card, a really good graphics card,
yeah,
for pretty cheap in this land. But if it's not, if like, I'm sure it's gonna work if I'm gonna just buy it from a normal shop, right?
yeah.
That's normal. But if it doesn't work, I can return it. I can't even if I have the package, because that's gonna be too expensive to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, and otherwise, what I also probably then need to do, I think I'm gonna go to buy a good one,
Yeah.
and if it's not gonna work, then I gonna wait. I gonna at least I gonna buy it, see what I have on my PC at home, and then I gonna see what it needs, and then I gonna buy all the good all this other stuff which I need, like like power supply or better power supply, or maybe more RAM.
Yeah. I would upgrade the RAM first and then the power supply after that. Like they say they're recommending here for an Asus GeForce GTX 1080 graphics card, they're recommending it a 650 watt power supply. So 650 would probably be a good enough power supply to support any extra graphics card you have. But I was even going as far as saying 800 watt power supply. And those cost cost quite a bit themselves. But if you just get like a moderate, like, because since you don't know what your computer at home's like CPU and RAM is and all that stuff, I would just go for a moderately good graphics card. That way you know you're good on the high end and the low end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, do you know what's funny?
What's that?
I just searching for a shop nearby. I found a graphics card, but it's pretty cheap because, like, how can I say it? Yeah, it was like a GTX
Okay.
1030. So
1030?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and it was like, if I gonna calculate it, it should be around like 50-60 euros.
Alright. Yeah, some of the
That
cards I'm looking at are $699. Those are the
Yeah,
Titans, the
but
TIs.
it's weird. It's like a GTX
Mm-hmm.
1030 and it's pretty high number, and I probably need to find more information about it. But yeah,
I'm seeing 1050 here for $120. I don't know how many euros that is. But this one says Rocket League PC game included with the purchase. Limited time offer. So that gives you an idea when it gives you the game too, like the types of
yeah, but the
game it's
problem
capable of
is,
playing.
it's like I can't ship. Yeah, I can ship, but it's gonna be much more expensive to ship from America. Do you know what I mean?
Oh
We're-
yeah, definitely. But also, like, I'm just trying to give you an idea of the graphics card model and then the price that's associated with that. So you're when you're buying something over there for yourself, you kind of generally have an idea of what to look for. But yeah,
Oh
definitely,
yeah.
I'm not saying buy this one. I'm just saying that
Do
if
you
you
know
have
what's
a
funny?
1050, you could play Rocket League, for example.
Uh, do you know what's funny?
What's that?
It was like out today. I did go to the part of Poland in Warsaw. It's the capital city. It's
Uh-huh.
like um, but what's funny about it was there was like a shop for pretty old stuff, but there was also original World War II stuff,
Oh, okay.
even in gas mask,
Yeah, so you
and
saw
it was
like all the
pretty
old stuff.
inexpensive. But I didn't buy it because what I gonna do with it? Nothing. So,
Right, wear it for the stream, put a gas mask on. This is the gas mask stream. In case we get attacked by,
oh yeah,
you know,
oh yeah.
chemical warfare.
I gonna do the gas mask on because Neptune is gonna come.
Oh, there you go. Neptune's coming, so everybody don your gas mask.
She's poisoning every game.
With her grill.
Oh yeah.
I'm
and a
trying to look
stupid
for a 1030 graphics
hamster.
card to see what you should be paying for one like that and what it's capable of. I don't see one though. I see 1050s everywhere, but not a 1030. But your best bet, man, like you really got to know what your computer has in it before you start trying to upgrade it. Like you should really get. I know it's probably going to be cheaper where you're at right now and stuff. And for that, I would recommend a mid-grade. Like I would say the 10 series graphics cards are probably more expensive than most computers are able to run. Like the price range for these, like you don't want to buy a 10 series and your computer not be able to use it to its full ability, because these are all very expensive. They're like almost $200. They're $100 and something plus. I think you could get a lower grade graphics card and still get away with streaming pretty good content. Like at least the 900 series, like you could do those. And then that's a good enough graphics card to stream and good enough to play most games on the market, but then also it won't draw as much power as some of the 10 series will. But these are just as expensive too, damn. Looking at these here, 950s going for almost $600, the 960s $500. Yeah man, that's rough. On my computer, I had just switched out 400 series, and I had an NVIDIA 450, I think, in my desktop, and that got me. It was a GT. It wasn't a GX or GTX. It was just a GT. But that did most of the work for me pretty good. You should ask Micah too, or Blue Strider too. He knows about graphics cards and stuff. He was looking at that recently. He just recently upgraded his PC.
Ah, okay. Okay.
But so much of it's depending on what you have already, man. Like you really got to know what your PC has in order to make a good decision. Because in some cases, like your best bet isn't to buy a graphics card. Some cases it's just best to buy RAM, and RAM could be cheaper. You can buy sticks of RAM and double the RAM that you have right now, and your computer will work like it has a new graphics card. Because RAM, that's the amount of memory your computer has. It's like you're taking an old man that forgets a lot computer and you're making him a young 20-year-old man that can remember everything.
Oh yeah, I know. That's probably. Do you know what I'm probably gonna do?
What's that?
Probably wanna try to do like because I got. Let's say we're talking about SWATties. That's what the
The power
Poland.
supply?
No, that's the money in Poland.
Oh, okay. What is it called?
Zloty.
Zloty?
Yeah, it's pretty weird
Cool.
name. Yeah. Yeah.
It's curious.
It's like you have $25.
Uh-huh.
Like, and that's 100 Swati.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Yeah, it's kind of like Mexico has pesos. You can have $5,
Yeah.
but like 100 pesos in Mexico.
But yeah, if we're talking about Swatis, wait, I gotta make a list right now. Because I got a GT 610 and a GT 230, but the 230 I want to replace for a much
Definitely.
better one.
Yeah. So you could go as high as just that. You know already what the 600 series is. Just get another one of those, or go a little bit higher. Get a 700 something.
Yeah,
but stay in that range.
That's one thing. It's like, I don't know if you know that, but it's like you have the GT. That's the normal one. That's the lowest.
Yeah.
You have the GTS.
GTS? Oh.
Then you have the GTX.
I'm out of range.
Right. So maybe go to S's then. Because, like, you could get one GTX and then have to save for, like, a year. Or you could get two GTS's and then do the same. Or you can get two of the most baller of the GT, you know, whatever the first one is, you said. The GTs that are SLI, the kind that link together. Or you could just get like two really good ones like that.
Yeah, but what the problem is about the the GTs.
Yeah.
I have some games, and the 230 like the graphics card is too low for some of those games.
Oh,
You know what
okay.
I mean?
Yeah, man.
And I, for what I thinking is the games which I playing right now, and all those multiple desktops and streaming. I think I'm gonna try to make a list with RAM, with some good RAM, because RAM have no you can put every RAM in your computer.
Up to the amount your motherboard can handle. Like your motherboard is gonna limit you there. And there are websites you can go to check how much RAM your computer motherboard can handle. But you have to look up
Okay.
your motherboard in order to understand how much RAM you can put in.
Yeah.
It's all connected, man. It all works together.
Yeah. It's I right now I have like 1 GB of RAM in my computer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm
So
running
and it is
16 on
and it
mine.
got like 6 slots of it.
6 slots of 1 GB?
Yeah. So
6 slots.
probably what I want to do at least is maybe 2 GB. So I think that's much better.
Yeah?
I think my motherboards can handle that. I don't think that's much of a difference.
Right. Is that a Gorehow? Whoebs asks. Yeah, man, that's exactly what this is. It's the Axe of Orgrimmar, aka Gorehow. Looks like it, right? And it looks humongous because I'm a Tauren. Yeah, if you go find out your motherboard's model number and stuff, then you can find out how much RAM you can put in it. Because you might be able to put in a lot more than you think.
What is it different about like a motherboard? It's like the engine of your computer, right?
It's more like the body, and it's what all the parts connect to.
Oh yeah. Is it
So
if you
like,
upgrade like a motherboard, make that a lot of a difference?
oh yeah, you could get a bigger piece of CPU. Like the CPU is like the brain that connects to the body. So if you get a bigger motherboard, then you could get a bigger brain, and you could get bigger memory with your RAM, and then you could throw in a bigger power supply. You could get more graphics cards. So yeah, that's just what holds it all. And then also you got like all the
Okay.
peripheral shit, like you can upgrade your audio and all that stuff too, but as far as gaming is concerned, we really only care about visual. And then like your CPU is gonna make it to where you can have like all those windows open and shit, and your computer will still function quickly. What's up, Rockin' One Sock?
I might just jump for work.
Oh, cool. Buenos dias.
Roxanne sucks. I have a question for you.
I might have an answer.
Okay. The question is,
Oh.
oh man, God, that's fix. Oh yeah. We talked about like how do you call it? RAM and upgrading my PC.
Mm-hmm.
Normally it shouldn't be that difficult because you can look what your computer does and all that stuff.
I think I'm gonna go to
But right now
Orgrimmar and
I'm
get
in
first aid
Poland
upgraded.
on vacation, and the
Oh, I
prices,
think I need
like
to be 80
the
though.
parts of your computer, are pretty low right here.
Alright, I'm
It's
just gonna get some
actually
food.
they're low. It's a lot less it's a lot cheaper. Let's say that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know
Watermelon?
what my computer can handle, what from what I can upgrade it with. So I thought at least because I got like 6 slots of 1 gigabyte of RAM. Is it a good idea to maybe do like for each place of gigabyte instead of 1, 2 gigabyte?
So instead of having 6 slots of 1 gig, you want 6 slots of 2 gigabytes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have 12 gigs there, man. That'd be. But can your motherboard support that?
Yeah, that's. I don't know, but
you have to look because depending on how old the
Yeah.
motherboard is, it might not be able to support the new like DDR, DDR3. You have to be sure what's compatible. And to be honest, I think having less slots with a higher amount is better because then it doesn't have to recruit as many slots.
Less points of failure too.
Yeah.
For the back panel.
If that makes sense. It doesn't have to go through as many like channels to get the performance out of it.
So probably I can like just say roughly. So it's better than like your normal could have like, let's say
like I've got 2 8s.
Let's say we got 6 slots of 4 gigabytes. But then you can better do like 3 slots of 8 gigabytes, right?
Correct. I mean that'd be overkill. For
Yeah,
gaming, to be honest,
it's not
like
true, but you know what I mean.
For gaming / streaming, I think anything more than 16 is overkill. If you're not doing any hardcore graphic or video editing, like anything over 16 is just overkill. You also have to make sure you put them in the right slots because you'll see when you open up and look at your motherboard, they're colored and they alternate.
Yeah, I know where to place them. I know where to.
Okay.
That's one.
I've seen people mess that up where they just put them in sequential order and then they're only getting like half of what they should.
Right. But his problem too is like his computer is still in the Netherlands while he's in Poland right now, so he doesn't know like the model number of his motherboard to look up how much more RAM it can support. He doesn't even know what power supply he has, so when he's buying a new graphics card that requires one, like it may be overkill.
Yeah.
So I'm worried because like he's got a chance to spend money right now, but he's not gonna spend it effectively.
How long until you're home?
It's like Poland, everything's cheaper, so he wants.
Yeah, but
to
I'm
buy
saying like, what's the return policy? Like, can he order it at a good price? If he gets home and can't use it and return it at no loss, there's nothing wrong there. Just trying to. Obviously,
hi, my vanilla friends. Did you miss me?
Save on the pricing.
Holy Paladin, this stream is now blessed with my holy presence.
Something like that.
Thanks, Holy Pally. I think he's only gonna be there for like a week longer. It's just like a 2-week vacation, so that's within 90 days for sure.
It just depends on what the vendor's
supplier
policy is.
Yeah, true. Oh,
so that might be something where you.
Oh, I crashed. Damn.
Is now you just order it to get the pricing, and then if it doesn't work.
Thanks, Holy Paladin. You blessed the stream and the game crashed.
And then you're not out anything. You just try to save some money.
That wasn't you. That was Questy. Every time I move Questy, I run the risk of my game just crashing like that. Can he hear you?
So if you're
there he is.
if you're doing like a new motherboard, right? If you're doing like a new motherboard,
he said, "Ha ha ha."
How can I say
so
that?
Holy, you bless the stream, and then an exorcist happens, and he goes black.
Yeah.
Cursed.
No, it's like when you have a new. I'm gonna put some things together, probably on tweakers too. But like it's a side tweakers by the way. But probably what I want to do right now is see if this is gonna work. And like then I know, because what I can do if it is so cheap right here, I can probably try to do like maybe I can do like
Holy powder said, OMG,
graphics
don't
card's
worry,
not
man.
necessary, but like
It's all
a
good.
better motherboard, a better power supply, better RAM.
I blame Questy,
Maybe I
not
can
you.
that set, and maybe even get a better video card.
Let's see if we can get Varog to spawn.
So maybe I can put those things. Do I miss something if I can ask? Nothing, right?
If you're upgrading your mother, like what GPU are you using?
Oh yeah, the GPU. Sorry, I'm not so smart at computers, so.
That's
GPU,
the processor. Like your Intel chip or your
processor, I'm gonna do
AMD.
also the processor with it. So I'm gonna look at the motherboard, which processors computer. Like if you do a motherboard, and like this processors are like i7 and i7 and all this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, i5, i7. You probably got like an i3.
It's just a question, but is it possible? Is it possible? Just it's possible to get like the.
I'm gonna die. Don't die.
Like the.
Please don't
You
die.
don't necessarily have to buy a new one, right? A new processor.
Help me, please. Help me.
Yeah. See, that's depending. It might not be compatible with the motherboard you buy, depending on the chipset.
Damn you,
The little pins that plug into it. So that's a concern you'd have. And to be honest, the most important things in your computer are going to be your processor and your graphics card. So if you update everything else and you still have a slow as balls processor, it's going to feel like you just
Grand
wasted
Road.
all this
Damn.
money because your processor can't keep
Thanks
up
for the invite,
with
Gran.
the hardware you have. So it's kind of
Run back.
Okay, I'm gonna make a list right now. Okay, then
Yeah.
then we.
Have you ever used the website?
I will put the link of my. What?
There's a website called PC Part Picker. I don't know if you've ever used it before. .com.
No, I
good
can
website.
actually see the movie.
And what's nice about that is, like, let's say you find the motherboard you want and you pick
Holy
it.
Paladin says some nasty
Then it'll
exorcism
only
crit.
pull
Sorry
up
about that. That
parts
vanilla
that are
wow shizzle for the
compatible when
horse
you go
said,
down to,
oh,
like,
hey.
go down to the
What's up, that vanilla wow shizzle for the horse?
processor and the graphics card. So as you're starting to pick things, it'll only pull up stuff that's compatible with what you've already picked. So you won't end up buying like a motherboard and then get the processor there and then be like, oh crap, it doesn't fit. And it gives you a bunch of options for pricing.
I got the site right now, so I will be quiet for a while, but I'm gonna see if it's gonna work.
I would check this one. I'll put it in Discord, just so you have.
I think that's how Blue Strider built his computer, on that website, the PC Part Picker.
Yeah, it'll give you an idea on pricing too. Like,
Hell yeah.
there you go. That's the that website is a pretty good one for at least picking out and designing and getting things together for your.
Oh yeah, but that's the problem. What I also have, like, if you're installing a motherboard, like your desktop, like the I don't know how to call it, the case.
Tower.
Like, I don't know how to call it. How do you call it?
Tower.
Yeah,
The tower.
Tower case, yeah.
Case or tower. Is that something important also?
Yes, because if you, depending on what tower you have, like my tower is like one of the compact ones.
Oh yeah.
So like my motherboard and my graphics card have, like, my graphics card has a special little thing where you plug in the graphics card and then it's able to bend at a 90-degree angle to fit inside my tower. Like there's certain things that come into consideration as far as configuration goes.
Also cooling and fans.
Yeah. Like, what's your budget? Like, what are you looking to spend?
That's one thing what's weird, because if I do like if I can try to find all those parts in Poland, it will be a lot cheaper. So yeah, it's like a little, like the graphics card, it should be fine, the graphics card. The only important things right now are the motherboard, processor, RAM, and power supply. Those four.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's one thing too. Maybe the RAM I can still deal with a RAM right now. I can always replace it later because that's not expensive. If you buy not too high things with it, but like the processor, motherboard, and power supply, that's are things which I think are really
I can
important.
get the raptor horns if
And
I
the
keep going
RAM
here.
can
And
always
Manrik's
I can
wife.
always try to do it like later on the the summer vacation.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The cooler, like the CPU cooler
Mm-hmm.
to cool stuff. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
that's why I would use PC Part Picker, because it has like a slot for everything you will need, and you can kind of just make a checklist of what you want and kind of
Okay.
have it all laid out. Like, I would use that website even if you don't buy it through there. It'll give you an idea of, oh, if I buy this, this, and this, it'll work in this tower. Or if I buy this motherboard, here's the chip, here's the processors I can use, so that you don't end up sending things back and getting frustrated because things aren't compatible. I would use it as just at least a template, and then try to order it from whatever
Vendor that you can
vendor,
Yeah.
that has the best pricing. Or
find. Yo,
depending on your budget,
Shizzle, I must wreck you
almost
like
be better
always.
off
Listen to
doing
racism
a
isn't
custom,
born,
like
it's
a
taught.
pre-built one from
Abraham
like
Lincoln. I
iBuyPower,
must run
or
by.
you know,
Also, achievement have
Origin.
no
Just
color.
depends on your
dude.
budget
Ha.
and like how much
Amen. Holy pally, you off
time
the
and-
chain, man. You
and-
always off the
and
chain.
I don't know. I don't even want to say frustration, but how much you
Don't
want to
provoke
invest
that
in
vanilla wow shizzle for the
putting
horde
it
though.
together.
He's a good guy. He's just maybe sometimes
Because
he
I
gets a
really
little snarky,
want
that's
to
all.
invest like
It's
in a
all
good
good.
gaming computers because
I'm still waking
then
up, so I sound all
like
like
I don't have much problems then anymore. So yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah, like my computer is. I don't know what motherboard I have, but I have like an i7 Intel Extreme. I have like 16 gigs of RAM, but it's like my graphics card is the weakest part of my PC, so I'm looking to upgrade that at some point. But
That's a
we'll
nice
see.
problem to have too, though. 'Cause then at
Yeah.
least everything around it can support it when you get it.
yeah, my power supply. I don't know. I have my brother used to work for Dell, and so I
Oh,
got
cool.
a fat employee family discount on their
Nice.
Alienware right before they switched over to the new setup. So I got it for like 50% off. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna complain about
Hell
that.
yeah. That's badass, man.
Yeah, so I don't even know what the motherboard is, but I know I have the i7 Intel Extreme.
More brains than anything ever needs to handle.
Exactly. And like 16, I was like, okay, I can get a graphics card.
Is
But
it
I have
16
like
cores? Is that how much?
I'd have to double check, but like I have a freaking 760, a GTX 760 graphics card in it. So it's like
Oh yeah.
10-year-old graphics card with like the newest.
That's why you got the campaign at the top of your screen, right? The buying the
yeah,
1080.
I got an Amazon gift card, and I was like, all right, let's get the rest of it.
Hell yeah. That's fucking awesome. And shit looks clear on your screen too, like the games that you play and everything. You could tell you got the settings maxed out almost.
Yeah, but the problem is, I think even with maxed out settings on most of them, my FPS can't handle more than 60 just because of the graphics card. So like I can't get anything higher than 60 FPS no matter what game I play.
That and
So
your internet connection will do that too. But
yeah,
then like,
I got a pretty good internet connection. I got almost 100.
most
megs.
viewers can't handle just streaming, watching that amount though. So
That's true.
they say like downscale your shit so all the mobile devices can run smoothly. Because
Yeah,
I guess you can
I'm-
set it too high.
I don't know if I'm streaming at 1080.
It looks
What
crisp.
we got here? What time is it? 8? Okay, I got about 20-25 minutes.
Raptor horn.
Just hit 17, so at some point I will be ready for
Oh, cool.
WC. I've got all my
Damn.
quests ready to go.
You banging them levels out. I'm just
Yeah, and this
17
is-
on my warrior.
This is me playing casually too. I was playing WildStar all night last night.
Yeah. Dang.
I don't know if I know how to do casual actually.
No life. No life.
I don't think casual is in my vocabulary when it comes to gaming.
Hell yeah, I heard that.
As long as the wife's happy, it's all good.
Exactly. That's like 80% of the battle.
Yeah, I bought the Nighthawk AC 3200 router and stuff like last year too. So
my internet download speed sucks. I get around 3.5 to 4 megabytes a second when I download my PC. When I download
we rented the modem and router
35.
from the cable company the first time
so
we bought
it.
And I was
like,
man,
dude,
I couldn't even like do things. Like my stream would just like freeze like every other day. I was like, this is balls. I was even like hardwired and it was still thing. And it was a it was a single band router for 50 megs, and I was like, you can't even get 50 megs on a single band router. Like, why would you loan me this?
Yeah.
And expect me to be happy with it.
Have you tried cabling in Pugsy? Like, do you have a cable ran from your computer to your router?
I think I'm now one surfboard modem behind, but mine's still pretty good.
Grand the Rogue said, did you say something?
So, if anyone is around this evening, I will be trying to run WC.
I should be around. Well, this evening, yeah, I should be around.
Probably won't be until like 7 or 8 Pacific.
Yeah, that's late for me, but I don't know. The wife usually gets home around 7 and then would chill and watch TV till like 8 or something. So if I do jump on, it'd be like right around bedtime. I tend to favor streaming earlier in the morning, but here lately it hasn't been working out that way.
Yeah, so you went to bed last night, and then I didn't see you on until like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I know. Like y'all are on later. There's a handful of y'all that get on later, and I like running with y'all too, but I'm trying to stream early in the mornings because that's just my normal schedule. I'm usually try to be productive throughout the day, and then like if anybody drops by and visits and shit, or if I need to do something with the kids, like I have the whole rest of the day to do all that, so I can stay consistent with the stream at least.
Yeah, I try to. I don't stream in the morning. I usually just play in the morning before work, just because my wife takes off like an hour or two before I do.
I use a dongle.
And then she's usually home before I am, so when I come home we hang out, and then she goes to bed earlier. So that's when I usually stream, is like when she's either going to bed or after we've already hung out and done dinner and stuff.
Some of them dongles aren't rated for very much more than checking your email.
AMD or Intel?
That's open for debate. AMD has been doing a lot of good things lately. I still think Intel is better, but AMD is nowhere near as far behind as they
only guards
once
and
were.
flight masters remain. Damn,
I prefer Intel though, just because I'm more comfortable with Intel.
You just rated the Alliance.
A lot of people are making an argument in that if you look at the stock share in the market stuff, if you really get into the research, AMD
to what they're saying
went up like 25% in market share this last quarter or something like that. So
hopefully Grand the Road comes and runs me through this Raptor.
They're better, but I still prefer Intel.
That's awesome, Wyvernfall. Wyvernfall just went and murdered a bunch of Alliance scum. He said he only left guards and flight masters in Darkshore.
Just left the dishonorable kills alive. Smart.
Yeah. So, is there an honor ranking system on these servers? Because I know the vanilla originally did. So there is, like, you can see your standings and shit?
Well,
I see people with add-ons. Like, they got these add-ons that'll report their PvP ranks and shit.
Yeah, I mean, vanilla's hard because it's based on the total server. Because you're doing the old Grand Marshal High Warlord grind.
Yeah.
So the amount you go up is based on how much PvP is actually going on. But,
Munchie says, NIGGA.
like in TBC, you ranked up, but it wasn't nearly the same thing. It was more just for titles. It wasn't for all the gear and necessary stuff. Arena became the main PvP focus.
Ah, I see. Only my broken gear prevented me from attacking Darnassus. But I remember checking the website and seeing that I was like ranked 2,000 and something in the PvP
It'll tell you on the weekly reset if you go to your honor thing where you finished. Like if you open up your honor tab, it'll tell you
Oh, I see.
I think last week it'll tell you your standing under last week. It'll tell you where you ranked.
Okay. 30
So you don't
honor,
need
standing 0.
Yeah, so like you didn't even like blip whatever the top amount is to actually make the list.
Gotta get at least 25 honor kills, they say, in a week. I only got 4.
Yeah. So
Grand the road.
But you know, if you're going for like the high warlord gear, you have to be #1 on the server for that week in order to even be the high warlord. So like it's pretty intense. Like
people that high warlord, they do like all the time, right? Like they have to stay on their shit in order to keep that.
Well, to be honest, the best way to do it is they typically have like a group of like 15 to 20 people, and they'll just basically farm it all week. But people will rotate out, except for the person that's supposed to be getting high warlord, and they'll just stay in the group the whole time, so that no matter what, they're getting the most honor. And then what they do is they take their turns rotating. All right, you got it this week. Now it's so and so's turn, and then you just basically it's a pre-made raid where they just rotate and funnel the honor into one person, unless you've got competing groups, and then it's an actual fight. My buddy on live was a rank 13 warrior. He didn't go for rank 14.
I remember hearing Mike Preach talking
armor
about how they did like the rotations, how a group of people would decide they're gonna do it, and then they'd rotate out like that. Yeah,
you had to, and but then you always got the person who would like go rogue, and then when they weren't on, farm more honor and mess up the whole like. So there was some people that didn't necessarily stick to the plan time to time. All right, what am I doing now? What quest?
I'm asking my uncle for it because my uncle. What's funny about it? The PC. It was first his PC.
Actually, really fun to
grind. Yeah. So maybe he got like a book or like info things about it. Maybe he could tell me, because I never changed something than putting one extra graphics card on it. So yeah.
I'd like to custom build my next PC.
I built my shit to last like 5 years. They do pretty good like that too. Just buy over the top shit so you know the games that come out. The problem is games like Star Citizen just throw a monkey wrench in that plan.
Yeah. But guys, are gonna go right now.
Alright, Salty, good luck with your PC adventures.
Thank you, man. Bye.
Yeah, check out that website. It'll help you like map things out.
I already did, man.
Bye. Sweet, yeah.
Refer back to it. It's a good resource. Later, man.
Later, Salt.
Bye.
He's so salty.
I know.
Don't talk about me. I know I'm lying.
Is he gone yet? Can we talk shit?
He's not gonna leave now. Must know.
He's gonna put Discord on his phone and like have his headphones in and just like listen in to what we're saying about him.
Yeah.
Rock on socks. You know that they're gonna put a lot of salt in your socks. That's first thing first.
Ooh.
Second thing is, I can still kick you off the server.
Oh, server?
Oh no.
Oh, wrecked. That's alright, I'll go.
I'll make my own server.
Don't.
Yeah, actually, I already have my own, but that's okay.
Don't let me be fucking salty, mate.
That you chose that. Nobody chose that for you. Fucking salty. What's funny is he said he was gonna go, but he's still here. So we're keeping him now.
Alright, let's see if we can't get
salty.
This.
You're saying that I'm salty, you're
Varrog's
salty.
head again. I'm gonna stand right where he spawns with my pet on aggro and not walk away. I don't care what they're doing.
Nothing but love, Salty. Nothing but love. He went to AFK, he might start trolling us now. I bet we're gonna get kicked out of the channel and all kinds of weird shit's gonna happen. Don't do it, Salty. If you can hear my voice, be a good guy. Captain Fairmount here.
Okay, so it is working. That's good. Oh, I can't wait to get level 20 and get a soul shard bag.
You gotta be level 20 for that, or is it like a quest reward?
You get it when you do the quest chain for your succubus. You get
okay.
a 20 slot soul shard bag.
Sweet.
And then I have a macro that will auto delete soul shards and if they're in the bag, so that like you can like spam it if you want without having to like fill your whole entire inventory full of soul shards.
Oh, that's good. Never knew you could do that.
Yeah, it's a really complex macro. I found it online, but basically it tells you there's like you just put the soul shard bag name in there, and it says if there is a soul shard in this slot of the bag, then delete it before casting.
Oh, okay.
The macro or the spell, so that when it goes in there, it just refills the slot.
I did one like that with the order resource cache you could buy in Legion, where you could instead of having to click and hit yes and buy each single like cache of order resources, you could just do a macro to do them all at once.
Oh, nice.
Because you sit there for like 2 minutes just clicking buy, yes I accept, buy, yes I accept.
Yeah, that stuff's annoying. Probably just get this quest done in Hearth to Org and sit there. I think that'll be good for me today before work.
Yeah, man, level 17, you were booking it. You know exactly what to do.
Dude, I'm an altaholic, so I know the ins and outs. Like, leveling guide? No, thank you.
Teach me, senpai. That's how I was in Legion. I had this process where I knew exactly where to go and exactly what to do, and I try to cut it back with each new character, trim the fat, and make it faster.
Dude, when Legion came out, my buddy and I no-lifed it, and we hit 110 in the first day.
Damn.
I think we hit it in like 18 hours.
My problem is I'm more social.
Like
the people I play with don't try to do it as hard as I do like that. So I try to like wait for them and link up with their schedule.
We plan to. We're like, guys, I'm going 24-hour stream, so if you want to hit 110 the first day.
Hell yeah. I can't really do a 24-hour stream, especially when the kids are around. It's just like too much.
Yeah, that makes it tough.
Look, this guy's pet's attacking, like you said. The hunter that gets his pet on aggressive. Before you can even see the shit, his dog's running across the room.
I think shaman totems also do it if you put down their little totem.
That flame tongue totem's ruthless. It just attacks everything, even if it's neutral.
Yeah, that's
succubus.
They fixed that in TBC. I think you have to have aggro on them all before they'll
attack.
Alright, but yeah, sometimes they'll just like, whoops.
Ooh, Captain Paramount's bugged. It's like invisible. He just feared us. All you see is an axe laying on the ground. That was weird.
Ah, yes, we tagged him. Success.
Congrats.
Oh, like I got invited a little too late. Bummer.
Oh. Was that the same one that got ninja'd the other day?
Yeah, that was the one that got ninja'd earlier last night.
Damn. There wasn't hardly any traffic over there today.
There was just one group there, and I wasn't even going around killing the things. I was literally just standing on the spawn point with my pet, making sure that I got the tag.
Oh yeah. I went into prop mode and just started whacking on one of them, and he spawned pretty quickly for me, but I was like at half health, so he murdered me. There was a couple other people running up at the time, and I had tried to invite them, but they were in a group, and they aggroed him. So while I was dead, I just watched him fight them, and they killed him while I was laying there. So when I ran back, all I had to do was loot the head.
There you go.
Yeah, it worked out.
I don't want to go to work. I don't want to adult.
I know the pain.
Hearth. Take off. Because I gotta train out first aid.
So the next time you're gonna be online is gonna be like 7 tonight or 8 tonight?
I might hop on during lunch just because I take my laptop to work.
Cool.
Because I have an hour lunch, so I end up like eating, and I might mess around during lunch and get a quest or two done.
Oh, okay.
But I won't be like on until after work. Yeah.
True that.
I think you're probably 2 hours ahead. It's probably like 10:15 for you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I won't be on until like 9 or 10 your time for the night, unless my wife is just exhausted and goes to bed early.
I should
Which
be
is
asleep
possible.
by then, hopefully.
I'm out of range.
It's like when I'm on my normal schedule, I'll go to bed at 9 or 10 and then try to wake up at 6.
The truth comes out, Alex. The truth comes out. You're
Oh,
a brave
shit.
man.
What happened?
He admitted he had a micro penis.
Oh, Alex Sensual. He has a micro penis. Alex Sensual, do I know Alex Sensual? I think I watch his channel. Either that or this guy's biting off the dude that I watch.
No, it's the real Alex.
This is the one that streams WoW himself, right? I don't know if I'm using him.
Yeah. Yeah.
GG. Said not sure. You stream WoW, right, Alex Sensual? Oh, and I saw Yayo, y'all thick. What's up, Yayo? It's weird. I get these viewers in bursts, like different, and I think they watch other streams, and when the other streams go down, like I get this chunk of viewers that come in, and they always say shit like the N-bomb and like weird, like provocative things. I don't ever really know how to respond to it. It's like, okay, you want attention, I'm giving you attention. Now what? Are you gonna perform for me? Like what do we do now?
Dance monkey.
Yeah. Wyvernfall Gaming's back. Probably went to go murder another Alliance town.
Oh man, yeah. Elysium's totally dying. Orgrimmar's completely empty.
Yeah, Elysium's dead.
Trolls.
It's dead.
It's dead. Alright, let's repair. Okay, I'm off to work.
Alright, man, take care.
Eat later.
Later. Alex Central says free the nipple. E. They've had this free the penis thing. I don't know how much of a thing it actually was, but from what I heard, that men were trying to take the penis back and make it something that wasn't vulgar or profane. But I don't know a whole lot about all that. I just heard it in passing somewhere. I was like, huh, free the penis. I didn't really think anybody would care to make that a thing, but apparently it was, and it is. Alex Central said he's better than the real one. He's Alexandra. Alexandra. Oh, okay. Wyvernfall Gaming says, watch out, Fell Lord, and 3 Wrath Guards, and 14 Fell Guards, and 2 Doom Guards coming too. How do you get that much? What expansion are you playing, Wyvernfall Gaming, where you can get all that shit coming?
It's too far away.
I heard it used to be a thing to summon those,
Not enough range.
where the Infernals, for the Warlocks to all group up. I think Doom Guards is what it was. They would group up in Warsong Gulch and have like a whole team of Warlocks summoning Doom Guards onto the battlefield and just running away. They would do it in the middle where the Night Elf side met the Horde side or whatever. You just see these meteors, like, you know, what is it, 6 meteors come in. Actually, it's like 10v10, isn't it, in Warsong Gulch?
Closer.
I think it was a group of 6 people though. And then the 4 people that weren't in their party probably got the shit scared out of them because those things come out hostile until the warlock tames them. They're attacking your character, run! Oh shit. Watch out. I don't see anything, man. Got me on edge. I'm a tank on edge. I need more coffee though. Know that for sure. I'm still waking up. Granted, the rogue really helped us out there for a bit. We got a lot of quests complete just now. He didn't help me out with Northwatch as much as he gave me confidence to run in there. Because other people were pretty much already doing the same thing, so kind of just got that done just out of chance. I'm gonna turn these in though, and that should put me pretty close to what, 18 now? I think when I hit 20 shit's gonna get really cool. Oh, I could be putting points into tactical mastery. I misspent 1 point into cruelty. I feel really bad about that. Makes me want to spend a gold, but I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna wait until the next point that I want to put in is something that I have to have, like maybe whenever I get to anger management. Increase the time required for your rage to decay while out of combat. Yeah, I'll probably do that when I get to anger management. So I'll put 2 more points, 2 more levels into this. That's 18, 19, and then whenever I hit 20, I'll spend a gold and drop it into anger management. Or will I?
Hello.
I don't know. Not yet decided completely. Oh, an upgraded gun. That's gonna help us pull better. Fantastic. Fantastic. Alright, let me get some rested XP while I get some coffee. Give me a second, folks. I'm gonna refill my cup of joe. Let's see. Wyvernfall Gaming said, run! Lol, just kidding. Only in Hellfire Peninsula. Man, y'all always remind me I gotta block the N-bomb. People come in dropping the N-bomb. It's like, hey, yo, you know, my cow's black here. Give me a second, I'm gonna get some coffee. Yeah, when I click off, I'm sorry. You can't hear anything. Wyvernfall Gaming said, how can a warlock lure a pit lord into Orgrimmar? Wyvernfall Gaming said, audio fried on your end. When I click off the screen, World of Warcraft doesn't have sound in background, so shit doesn't actually come through. But I agree. I agree with what Donald Pump says. He said, can we guys please appreciate the best WoW music? Simply masterpiece. Always enjoyed the music while I leveled in vanilla. For sure, man. Like, they did this perfect thing where they made this music that doesn't sound repetitive and annoying after listening to it for hours. Like I think most games have this like kind of like, I don't know, it tries to be too catchy and it gets old. But the WoW music's more ambient. It's more like just background chill music, and it's each unique to its own zone.
Talk to me.
You get the kind of like,
Hurry back.
this is like the Stranglethorn Vale type music here. Reminds me of yeah, it reminds me of running an STV. I like the Duratar music too, like the kind of tribal sounding
Hey, how you
orc
doing?
music.
Keep it real.
They nailed it. They nailed it. They nailed the environment and the ambiance, the feel of it. Goes with the landscape. Like, you kind of feel like that whenever you're looking at the land and everything. Wyvernfall Gaming says, so how do I get a pit lord to shred Orgrimmar by enslaved demon? A pit lord? I don't really know. I'm not sure about warlocks, man. Jun Yu said, got an ounce of Mary Jane, time to play some WoW. Man, I heard that. I wish I was in a legal state, man. Instead, I gotta stick with coffee and beer and destroy my body. And then Meferp says, learn to play, noob. I know, right? Unless you ain't doing it 420 style, you ain't doing it right. Anal jet chain of the bear. I'm not really feeling that one. Anal heavy silk bandage. That actually sounds like medical. Anal shiny fish scales. Ugh. That's kind of bad. Anal mining pick? Ooh, ouch. Antropolata says show off intensifies. Axa says anal raptor punch. Anal little Timmy's pea shooter. Anal whirlwind axe. Good job, guys. Baron's chat's on fire. Jun Yu says I'm in Florida. Is Florida legal? It's not, right? Ooh, don't tell people, man. Don't tell people. Not on the internet. You never know. Too many haters out there that report you. They'll be like, Jin Yu on YouTube said that he's in Florida while he... Nah. Have y'all seen Periscope? Periscope's got like people streaming from their phones and shit. There's people in all kinds of red states token up on Periscope. And that's like what the point of their stream is. It's just, I'm getting high and you can watch me. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, so people don't give a fuck. I mean, it's just, it might as well be legal at this point. It's just, I think within the next year or so, we just got to get all that legislation and shit pushed through. Wyvernfall Gaming says, enslaved demon's a spell, and pit lord's a type of demon that's powerful, even tougher than a dreadlord. Jin Yu said, cops don't come on my property. I told them I'll shoot them. Hell yeah, man. That's another thing too, is if you're a property owner, if you got like your own house, you're not renting from somebody, you ain't gonna lose that shit, then you're good. Most people I know that own their own property, they grow. They just fuck it. They grow. They'll have like their closet or something dedicated to that.
Keep it real. Ah, potential customer.
A lot of it's just knowing the right people to get it, and you'll be good. A lot of people in Texas are shiesty though. It's strange to me because I always thought of that as like a sharing thing, but some people want something in return. It's not always something you want to give. You're like, man, fuck.
Glad I could help.
I don't mind paying for it. I could just pay for it, but some of the people I know I don't want to hang out with all the time. And that's usually what it is. Like, they feel like they're doing you a favor, so they got to be around you all the time. And you're like, well, it'd be really nice if we could just make this transaction and move on with our lives. I don't know, 3 agility, 3 spirit, that's not better than what I have, but it sells for more, so I'll stick with that.
Dumb.
I need to get to 80 on first aid so I can go train wool bandages.
Stay away from the voodoo.
Stay away from the voodoo. Don't fuck with the voodoo. Voodoo will get you. I feel like I got all these quests to turn in, but I gotta run everywhere around the barrens in order to turn them in. Manric. Nope. Give me your lost in battle. Garbage. No quest reward. I don't mind the XP. I'm about to ding again. I gotta turn in Varog the Dervish off to the left here. I heard lately too, if you get caught with anything on you, they say it's just like a, you get like a traffic ticket nowadays. Like, they don't just take you straight to locking you up. They don't. They'll give you like a little warning or something. You'll have to pay a fine, like a ticket. Wyvernfall Gaming says, what would you do if you saw 280 Fel Guards and 18 Fel Reavers at once, with a Pit Lord leading them, escorted by Shiversea destroyers in 24 group? That would be probably pretty terrifying. And it seems to me like that would be such a terrifying thing that the people running that server would get involved. Like, they did this thing where they kited when the BC came out, or when the BC expansion was coming out, the Dark Portal off in, what is it called? Eastern Kingdoms, the Badlands, right? No. The Blasted Lands. See the Dark Portal here? I don't know if it's like that right now. I haven't made it there yet, but there are these big ass guards in front of the Dark Portal, or a guard in front of the Dark Portal. I can't remember which, but that guard that was guarding the front of the Dark Portal is I think he was even BC level range, so he was like a level 70 or some shit like that, guarding the portal. And these hunters, it was like a guild with a handful of hunters, decided they were gonna kite the guard from the Dark Portal all the way up to Stormwind, and they were gonna leave it off in Stormwind. So they kited this thing through all these zones with distracting shot, slow traps, and concussive shots. And that's how they did it. Like, they each took turns doing that distracting shot, slow trap, and concussive shot, and took it to Stormwind, and it got trapped inside the walls, and it started destroying everything, like all the players that were logging in, all the NPCs and guards, and it was just like shooting off these AoE shadow bolts, like decimating everything. And it was so bad that I don't know if the whole guild, but those hunters for sure got banned. And I think they even got their accounts taken away or some shit, because they knew they were doing something game breaking, and like they caused all kinds of havoc on the server. So I guess that ultimately cost Blizzard money. So they had to ban these guys. The Angler says, what is your main on WoW? I would say Paladin from vanilla, like post vanilla, like after BC came out all the way to Legion. I've always played the Paladin. I would consider him my main, but I actually have one of every tune most of the time nowadays. So it's usually just whoever I feel like playing. Like I imagine if I was a billionaire or a millionaire or something like that, and I had Ferraris and shit like that, and Lambos, and I would just drive a different car for my mood that day of the week. And that's kind of how I do WoW. It's like I play a different type of character depending on my mood. Sometimes I'm a warrior, sometimes I'm a paladin, sometimes I'm a priest. It's just whenever I feel like switching it up, I'll just do something different. There's a WLOD mobs in the Dark Portal now. There's something mobs in the Dark Portal now. What is WLOD? Warlords? Warlord mobs? No. BC regions are found from a portal to Outland. And Orgrimmar. Are you talking about a different expansion, Wyvernfall? This is vanilla. Like, I don't know. Vanilla doesn't have anything to do with BC yet, other than that dark portal that's there. And you know, I actually don't, honestly, I don't know if vanilla back in the day even had that dark portal there. It wasn't until BC was announced that I even knew that there was a such thing as Outlands and all that stuff like that. So I don't even know if I would have even known to look for a dark portal there. I know there was all kinds of weird places in the world, like in Winter Spring where all the dragonkin are, where you can go in that cave that has nothing but elite dragonkin, the snow blue version. Like, it seemed like that could be its own expansion to me back in the day because of how alien that place is and how hard it was to just survive in that area. We used to farm in, I think, outside of Black Fathom Depths. Let's see. The Badlands, I want to say? No, not the Badlands. The Burning Steppes. This is where we used to farm. We'd go farm dragonkin in the burning steppes. My priest, I had like a 56 or 58 priest. I would run with this paladin. His name was Just Me, and he would farm these dragonkin for epic drops, because I guess they had the highest drop rate for epics. And then he'd sell those on the auction house for money. We'd just sit out there killing dragons all day though. That was my life in vanilla, just farming random shit like that. Alright, let me catch up, guys. Donald Pump says WOD equals Warlords of Draenor. Dark Portal now leads to Draenor because regions are found in Orgrimmar and the Stormwind portal, says Wyvernfall Gaming. And Donald Pump replied, no it doesn't. You can switch the zone by talking to an NPC. Wyvernfall Gamer says, on my server it does. Yeah, but you're playing a different version of WoW, Wyvernfall. I tried to tell you that before. As a Newman says, only a few quests in Winter Springs, it's sad. They should have added a lot more. Yeah, Winter Springs got a lot of, like, you're there forever too, like, because you're trying to hit 60, and that's like one of the only zones you can sit there and kind of like live in and kill shit. But yeah, you're right, Winter Springs is big enough to where they could have added a lot more. It would have been cool to see like more storyline around those dragonkin and shit like that. I think there's even a world boss down there. Donald Pump said there's an NPC when you enter the zone. You can switch to the zone before Warlords of Draenor. Wyvernfall Gaming said NPC Capital or NPC Blasted Lands. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry for the confusion. I was getting confused too. But yeah, Warlords of Draenor is the only expansion I didn't play. And by didn't play, I mean I maxed the tune out to the level cap during that expansion, which was my warrior Psycho Crusher. And as soon as I found out the game was going to be sitting in your garrison and hitting LFG queue, like the looking for dungeon and looking for raid queue, and pretty much like your, what is it? At the time it was like Farmville and Clash of Clans and these type of like tower defense, like stay in your base and do nothing type games were popular. So the garrisons were kind of following that. I wasn't digging it though. I really didn't like the garrisons. It seemed they isolated you. It's like it seemed too much like they just isolated you from the entire world. And any kind of dungeon that you would join, you never see the same faces. It's always like a random group of people that have already ran the dungeon a million times, and you don't say 2 words to each other while you clear it. And anybody that doesn't just clear it, like people that try to do extra shit or do anything any different than the recommended method for pulling, and if they didn't have the right, you know, DPS, if they were obviously like shit DPS, then it was just a bad experience. That whole run, you're like, God, I'm stuck here for 20 minutes with somebody that can't even do as much DPS as me. Fuck this, fuck you, and fuck life. And you're like, oh my God, just want to get out of this dungeon, guys. I didn't like that version of WoW though. It seemed too much like that. Like, the only people that bothered to say anything were the hostile negative people. Donald Pump says, I play Warlords of Draenor so much. I had so much hype as 12 million people also, and when we found out garrisons, I was done. Yep, same here, man. Wyvern Fall Gaming says, I don't like Draenor either. And Ozza Newman said, no world boss down there, but there are a ton of elite demons and dragons. It seems like they kind of ran out of steam. Plus, the whole Mount Hydra was never used. Oh man, I've heard a lot about Mount Hydra, but I don't know anything about it. I know they did in BC, was it BC? They did a Mount Hydra kind of scenario thing, but it wasn't like you were actually running it. You got to see Mount Hydra, what, in Cataclysm? Whenever you're starting in the Druid area, like, I was Horde side, obviously. Donald Pump said, yeah, Garrison killed the game and interaction and everything. It definitely did, I agree. Because they see what people are doing, and then they think they know how to make the game more like that. And my guess is, up to that point, all people cared about was gathering resources to make their characters' professions higher and make stuff and build things. So they decided to give you all that, so you didn't have to rely on interacting with toxic people to get things built for you, like from different professions, or get certain special ingredients you needed for your crafting professions. I kind of get that aspect of it, but the whole like bubble you from the community of players that play the game kind of aspect kind of sucked. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. I just knew it wasn't for me. The storyline thing, like, I was digging that, doing the initial leveling experience and the scenario way of doing things too, just for the storyline. But I didn't like the fact that, like, okay, so for example, right here, as I'm questing here to get the Samelfang, there's like 3 or 4 people around me, and we could all potentially be grouping up and doing the same thing together. Like this guy, Zizza Physics, that we gotta kill or some shit. We want to invite this guy so we can get, you know, credit for killing it together. And that's a social interaction that wouldn't have happened in Warlords of Draenor, because in Warlords of Draenor we would have been in different phases. There wouldn't have even been the same mobs in the area or the same buildings in the area if this was Warlords of Draenor, because I'm on the 3rd stage of the quest and he's on the 2nd stage of the quest. So we see an entirely different world, and I didn't like that. I like everybody clumping up in these bottlenecks and then grouping up with a few people. Sometimes it can get kind of out of control, and I could see why you would have phasing for like the Varog Dervish guy, the centaur out here, that you got to kill centaurs in the area to get him to spawn. and then there's like one named guy that 15 people in the area are trying to kill, then it's kind of annoying because you can't make a 15-person group and still complete quests. But whenever this little sweet spot's hit and you can get like 2 or 3 people in these bottlenecks that can actually like see each other's characters and be like, wow, I like the way you don't have a mouth on your zombie guy and your gear looks awesome. Where did you get those shoulders? Like, you know, social shit happens at that point. Here, watch. Tap your foot. So you get a chance to be social. I like that. Let me catch up with chat here. Garrison killed the interaction and everything. Donald Pump says Hydra was in Kata, yeah. That's where Firelands was too. Flaming Kitty Staff for the win. Wyvernfall Gaming. What would you do if you saw 1 Eridar General, 9 Pit Lords, 18 Fell Lords, 98 Doom Guards, 72 Infernals, 360 Fell Guards, 108 or 18 Fell Reavers, and they were all chasing you even when flying with 72 Shiver Destroyers? I would probably try to run. I would try to run really fast and get away from that zone, because it'd be likely that the server would crash in that world server. Like, you know how WoW has different world servers? When bullshit like that's happening in like Orgrimmar, nobody can log into Orgrimmar, nobody can zone into Orgrimmar. Or if it's happening in like Stranglethorn Vale, well, everybody that had a character in Stranglethorn Vale is now stuck in that zone because the server's sweating so hard trying to render not only all those characters you just named, but all their spells and all the abilities that they're using and the times they're using and all the cooldowns associated with those. Like, that's game-breaking shit you're suggesting with Fall Gaming. But it sounds cool. I mean, that would be terrifying. Like, it would be nuts. You would have to be like, oh, here you go. Watch Legion. Like, the introduction to Legion is like that. When you're first starting to get your staff and stuff like that, your artifact weapon, depending on your class, you go into that war where it's like the Horde and the Alliance are working together to take down Gul'dan's army. That's exactly what you're describing right there. That's that initial intro. Donald Pump says vanilla experience, leveling together, going together, killing together, either on PvP or PvE servers. There's so much nostalgia and memories. That's why the vanilla was the best in TBC. That's just me. No, I agree, Donald Pump. That's when all that shit was happening. They were doing something right back then. And people still want that. Like, that's what I mean, so many people in the community that play these Blizzard games, they tell Blizzard, like, we want that. We want the old way of playing games. Because, like, if they had a time-locked server that they managed themselves, nobody would play on these private servers. Like, they would gladly buy the vanilla WoW game again. And they would gladly pay a subscription if that's what Blizzard would want. Just to have that same kind of feel, the same environment. Instead of going around shutting people down that are trying to run private servers for people that like that type of gameplay, they could actually support it, and like they have all the resources and everything that they could use to get that, to do that. But the problem is it's taking a player base away from their main game, their main Legion expansion or whatever else is coming out next. But I think that it would actually motivate even more people to play those, because they would get to feel like this. They would get to feel like the how big the world is in vanilla, how hard the quests is, the difficulty curve, the social interactions. I think it would help out the community on the Legion expansion, because these same people would be like, okay, I'm done playing hard mode for now. I'm gonna go back to cheat mode or god mode like you are in Legion. I saw this funny meme. It was like the next WoW expansion, and it showed like a person with their artifact weapon standing there and a raid of 25 NPCs coming to take him down, like he was the boss in the game that the raid was formed to defeat. Wyvern Gaming says level 100s and all level 100s and most elite. Oh, and a 52 Wrathguard. If you play in Legion Wyvernfall Gaming, that entire army that you described would be a level 110 plus. Like level 110 for the most part, but plus. Oh, I don't know what these people are doing. Do they need help? What's going on here? Why is this level 8 running around with these guys? Let me catch up on chat. STV, that was the golden years. Yeah, man, I'm about to get to that STV part. And I'm kind of cringing thinking about it because this is a PvP server, so I don't expect it to be very golden for me. It's probably going to be very red and bloody. Or very kind of bluish and running back from the graveyardy. Donald Pump said, yeah. Wyvernfall Gaming said, bringing that to all Horde and Alliance spawn cities. Yeah, that would probably wreck the server trying to do that to the Alliance cities. Nobody would get business done. Like a lot of people, they play WoW to get the auction house game. Like some people just sit there and scan the auction house and look for prices to fluctuate, and then they buy and sell different items. And if that happened in a major city, that would keep them from playing the WoW that they like to play. So it would be a problem. As a Newman says, you think you do, but you don't. Donald Pump said, I wonder what they'll do in the future, because WoW is really old. Maybe Welling Caverns 4? Maybe WC4? Or something like WoW 2, but like vanilla with the new models, some new mechanics, and so on. New models. People are playing on private servers. Oh, as a Newman says, people are playing on private servers anyways, and they should just make vanilla servers and make people pay for it. Just doesn't make any sense. Oh, you mean like people that don't want to pay for it would still play on free private servers anyways? Yeah, I get that. But if you could have it to where even on the private servers that vanilla, if Blizzard ever made their own private servers, if they did and people paid to play on those, I feel like there could be more. I don't know. I don't even know. Like you're right. People would still play on the free private servers anyways. But if it was shutting down private servers versus Blizzard running their own private servers, like I would rather have them just run their own if they're going to shut down all the private servers that people invest their time in. It's a lot shittier for Blizzard to let people invest like, you know, 200 plus hours into their character and then take that character away. At least if they offered their own private servers, you could invest 200 plus hours and have like the safety and peace of mind knowing that your character won't get deleted at any moment's notice. Because that's like a huge anxiety provoking thing for a lot of people, is thinking that if they make a tune on this private server that they could lose it, and all the time that they invested in and all the guild progression that they've made can all just get taken away. Like someone can come over and kick their sandcastle over. As a Newman says, okay, I've read that. Wyvernfall Gaming says, I play Legion, I mean in all starting areas plus Horde and Alliance rural zones. Oh, those would just be for each city. Dang, Wyvernfall, you got a creative mind, man. You got a creative mind for destruction and mayhem. Donald Pump said Warcraft 4 equals WC4. Ah, okay, that's what I thought you meant. Warcraft 4, like now are you referring to what Warcraft was based off of, or are you just talking about a new, just straight up new game? Because I know it was like, it used to be a strategy game, like the old Warcrafts. That's where we got like a lot of the storyline that they told in BC and all that stuff was from the other, like, I don't know if you call it a strategy game, an RTS, or a turn-based strategy game. You know, like Command and Conquer style, like you used to have that version of WoW. And then Hoeg Fabio said 99% of private servers will die if Blizzard offers their own. Right, because they would all rather go play on a Blizzard owned and protected private server so they can invest their time without being scared that the shit's gonna get taken away. And as a Newman said, upvote that shit. Donald Pump said straight new game, yeah. RTS, real-time strategy. Yeah, a straight up new game, Warcraft, but in like a different time maybe. What if they did, like, if you look at Warcraft the way it is right now, everything's kind of tribal and archaic. Like, what if they did a WildStar, like, future version of Warcraft? Because a lot of the people who made WildStar were the original developers for WoW. You could have this same kind of, like, setup, but in Halo times, where it's, like, futuristic, you know, super armor. Kind of like what they've already been doing with StarCraft. But just, like, merge the two and meet in the middle somewhere. Or even that, like, maybe if they just did different epochs or different eras. Like, one of the coolest games I played, with the real-time strategy at least, was, I don't even know what it's called. I think it's like Age of Empires or something like that. But you start, and it's like a strategy game where you're looking at the top down, and you build in, like, you got the main command center, the StarCraft style game, RTS or turn-based, whatever it's called. Kind of like StarCraft, but in this game that I'm talking about, they started in like the primitive Stone Age, and then they developed the different eras or ages in time into like you know, the Bronze Age, or they went from medieval to the Bronze Age to the Iron Age, and then the Copper Age or whatever, and then it goes on to like more modern, where you have like the World War II jet planes flying around on the map, and then it goes in even to modern to futuristic age. That would be cool, seeing something like that where you're like this perspective, but you're playing with more advanced technologies and shit. Not as old-timey and fantasy, but like more modern. RTS. Also, Blizzard will make games that can go esports, so WoW 4 or Warcraft 4 is a no-go, sadly. StarCraft, MMORPG, or combined. Exactly. Like, if they could just take StarCraft and just do exactly what they did with WoW. They had this thing called the Titan Project I heard about a while back in the day, and I wondered if that was what it was gonna be. Of course, like, when Blizzard says Titan, I think of their version of Titan, like Old War Titans. But I don't know, like, I have no idea what they were gonna do with that Titan version that they were talking about. I got so distracted I didn't even turn this in. Son of a bitch. I spaced out for a second there, sorry guys. Wiverfall Gaming said Burning Legion strike forces would be different on the countryside, though 200 Felguards, 20 Legion, flat cannons, 10 Dreadlords, 1 Pit Lord, 130 Felguard, and 80 Abyssals, 15 Nether Dragons, and 90 Wrathguards. Damn, Wiverfall. These are oddly specific amounts of these different things. Donald Pump said, a smiley face. Wiverfall Gaming said, previous deployments on cities. Wiverfall Gaming says, starships of Legion on both. Hell yeah, man. That sounds crazy. Donald Pump says, Chris Metzen canceled Titan Project. They stayed to their original roots in WoW, and I'm glad. The whole reason why he canceled it was because stuff leaked. Like, the people had already known about it. He wanted to catch people off guard with it. But yeah, I am kind of glad that WoW stuck around, but I like the OG stuff too. Sleepy Bear said tank or DPS? Leveling. I think I'm gonna set this guy up to where I could be tank or DPS in the dungeons that I run, but also viable as I'm questing. So you can see in this arms tree, I've started getting deflection for my parry to increase, and I'm getting tactical mastery so I can tank swap and arm swap or battle swap without losing all my rage. I still lose some because I haven't fully spec'd it out, but I want to be able to dynamically, like, be a DPS mode ish with arm spec, and then switch to a tank mode with my one-hander and shield if shit hits the fan, and kind of at least like be some sort of a viable tank. But then also, if like I want to get into a dungeon, I got quests for it, like I could just go to tank mode and dungeon as arms, you know, because arms is super, it's a balance, it's like survivable and tanky, and yeah, I feel like that could work. I like charge. I like being able to charge in to start combat, getting that initial burst of rage, and then thunderclapping to slow down their attacks, going over to tank mode, and then reducing the attack power they do. Like, all that stuff to me works if I get tactical mastery and spec more defensively. But the people I play with, the groups in the Stalwart Vanguard guild, we have a couple of healer types, and then we also have like tank. We have Salty Dead, our tank right now, and he's like level 24. But keeping in mind that, I want to be able to DPS if the tank role's covered, but then also tank if, you know, we need one. And then my shaman, he's enhanced. He's a DPS primarily too, because DPS is life. Return to Samofane. Okay, so we're gonna get an upgraded shield there. That'll help us tank a little better. But yeah, leveling, I mean, it's really a leveling spec, and I'm gonna be this spec until I hit a wall and I can't do what I'm trying to do anymore. And then I'll probably either go full DPS or full tank. It all depends. I've never played a warrior in vanilla WoW, so I'm kind of learning as I go. The first time I started playing warriors with it was in Wrath of the Lich King. I just heard different things about warriors back then, and how, like, if you were good, you knew how to stance and, you know, meet the situation with whatever abilities you got. Riverfall Gaming says, if that WoW would be a ghost land. Yeah, you're right about that. I think people would get very demoralized if everywhere they walked there was like 80 abyssals and 130 fell guards. And as a Newman says, he's a cow. Of course he's gonna tank in game, right? Because the racial abilities give me more health and nature resistance and stuff. Endurance, health increased by 5. I actually, like, that's really cool. It's a cool benefit for a tank. But and the War Stomp too, like, is pretty neat. But I like the way the cows look in super cool armor. Like, all the plate gear and shit like that looks massive. And check this out, like, how can you not love his attack stance? The way he holds his two-hander, it's like a fucking monster. Looks like he's holding Gorehowl here. Yeah, something about Tauren Warriors just says brick shit house. Come fuck with me if you dare. I'm kind of into that. That's a big dude. You don't want to mess with that dude. He's a big dude. Here, Atlas food. Let's check this out. We can go to item sets. I wonder if I'm going to crash my shit here. I'm going to try it though. Warrior. Check this out. We'll do. This is what this dude's going to look like when he gets fully geared. Look at that. That's a big dude. You don't want to mess with that. That looks like the bind on account gear. Somewhat. What's a good weapon? What weapon can we pull up here? That's the tier 5 set, so whenever I start raiding, I'm going to all these different dungeons to get this stuff. Like, I need to run Skullomance, Upper Blackrock Spire, Trash Mobs, I guess in any of those. Strathholm, Trash Mobs in any of those. Strathholm, Skolo. So that's where I'm going to live, so I can look like this to start doing some of these higher dungeons. I don't know what Battle Gear of Heroism is. It says it's unsafe. I can potentially crash my game if I start trying to do this stuff. You need to have first seen it in the game. This is a restriction enforced by Blizzard since patch 110. Yeah, I don't want to do that. But yeah, even whenever I get further on in some of these dungeons, like when I start wearing plate in Scarlet Monastery, I can actually use some gear in here. How can I find that stuff? Okay, so like, I don't know who drops the plate. Herod for sure. I'll be wearing scarlet leggings. I'll have that axe, the Ravager, the helm, Herod's shoulders. Like, He starts to look like a beast right there, just with those items. And those are still male. I don't start getting plate till later on. The shield here, legit shield. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that stuff. Alright, so that thing told me I needed to go to Ratchet to go get that shield. I think I'm going to do that now. And at some point I need to take a pit stop over at Welling Caverns to get that other quest. Anyone wondering, that's why I'm doing this running around so much. I'm trying to get ready for Welling Caverns because we're going to run it sometime today. Sleepy Bear says, why Horde? Well, in my experience, I initially started Alliance. You know, you want to be the good guys. And I had a human priest named Arthur. And yeah, I played Alliance for most of my initial WoW career back in like 2005, 2004, 2005. It was like right at the end of BC. And it wasn't until I made a Troll Mage on the Horde side that I realized that most of the adults and most of the people that know a lot about the game play on the Horde side. I always thought that was weird. It's like, why would they pick the bad guys if they were this good at the game? You would think that the good guys would have all the greatest people. But
Be good.
it wasn't true.
What's up? Have a good one.
Ever since I initially rolled that mage, I was like, wow, I'm like Horde side for life. Because that's where all the mature players were, and that's where all the players that knew deep mechanics about the game were. They were like the Horde. But maybe I just didn't get into the right guilds on the Alliance side. So, I don't know. I love orcs too. Orcs are my favorite. That was part of the reason why too. Just the way they look. Like, look at this guy. How can you not love that face? Orcs are the shit. They did the MC Hammer dance. When they get shoulders, the shoulders are huge. They look nuts. And they're grunts. Like, I was a grunt too. At the time I was in the military, like, I always felt like I was just a grunt. So, orcs fit that to me. So, I played them mostly. Since then, I've just been mixing it up, playing other classes, but still, like, deep down in my heart, in the bowels of my heart, I'm still an orc. I'm still a Horde side orc. Soulbound. This is the shield I'm replacing. So this is 345 armor and 6 block with 2 stamina. Replacing 345 armor and 6 block. So 345, 345. So these are equivalent. This one has 1 agility, 2 stamina, but this one has just 2 stamina. How does it look? Ooh, yeah, no thanks. I'd rather keep this tiny shield that looks like it's all battered. Not just because of the looks, but the looks is an added benefit and bonus that I'm not going to be using this because it looks bad. I'd rather stick with this one though. Because all stats are the same except I get an extra agility from this one, which helps my dodge just a minuscule amount. So, if it looked cool, I would sacrifice that agility. That's the only reason why I consider the looks. But it looks boo-boo! Look at that. That don't look good. It is kind of shiny. But I'm going to sell it. I don't need that. Now, we have a chance at changing our weapon out as well. So we have a BOE, Bind on Equip, which means we could sell it on the auction house later. One-handed sword, which does 5.5 damage per second. It's nowhere near as good as our two-hander, which does 11 damage per second. But is it better than this axe? Thungrim's axe. We do 7.8 DPS with this axe, and we get 1 stamina. Whereas 5.5 damage per second and 1 stamina. So no, we're not going to use this sword. But we can sell it on the auction house for, I don't know. It doesn't say. We're going to be able to sell it for at least more than 10 silver though. So we'll hold on to that to sell. We'll sell this as well on the auction house. This is my auction house bag. We got a shield we need to sell and a dagger we need to sell. This dagger is 8.5 damage per second with 2 strength, whereas the axe I have is 7.8. Dagger warrior? I don't know. I could be a dagger warrior, but I don't think I want to. I'd rather not. Because, like, in my mind, I'm thinking, I gotta level that shit up for an extra DPS. Like, I'm not going to tank mode for DPS. This has a stamina, this has 2 strength. Even still, the strength is better than having 1 stamina, but I gotta level it up, so. The reason why I'm not going with daggers is because much later in the game when I start getting tank weapons, I don't expect them to be daggers. And if ever there's a rogue, I'd rather have the rogue get the dagger than me. Wyvernfall Gaming says, oh, and green skies and shadow moon earth and green water for all of Azeroth. As a Newman says, heroism is the 1.5 gear. You'll need the base valor. You'll need the base valor gear, then you do a quest up to the geared valor. Oh, quest up to geared the valor. Get whirlwind axe to level 30 and have a friend help you. It's a level 30 quest. As a Newman said, Zug Zug. Loktar Ogar as a Newman. As a Newman says, that's a terrible model. They agreed. Jonas H says, hello. Hello, Jonas H. Just sorting through my bags here, so I got a little distracted. Need to get rid of a lot of this stuff. I'm going to take a trip to Orgrimmar and sell this entire bag of goodies on the auction house. And hopefully train the next up band-aids. I've been really wanting to get some wool bandages on, but getting past these green levels is rough. Come on, give me 80. If I have to, I'll buy some fucking bandages or linen cloth on the auction house. Just to make that 1 extra point. That's not bad. We're at least close. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the flight path, fly to Orgrimmar, and Wyvernfall Gaming says, see ya, I've liked, bye. Thanks, Wyvernfall Gaming, appreciate you hanging out with me, and your horrifying imagination for destruction in WoW. Well, have a good day, man. Alright, I'm gonna fly.
Time is money, friend.
Orgrimmar. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Alright folks, I'm going to take a bio break right quick while I'm flying this way. I'll be right back. It just won't take that long. Alrighty, I'm back. Just starting to land in Orgrimmar here. I have to sell all the junk in my bags, and then after that, I I need to... I gotta hit up Thunderbluff. The Hamul Rune Totem dude's gonna give me a quest to go complete in Welling Caverns. But then... yeah, I'm just gonna have to run around again all over the Barrens. Hezrel's Head has a nice ring. I'm probably gonna prioritize trying to do that one. And then this is sending me to Ashenvale. This is sending me to Stone Talon, so we're not going to track those. Deep Moss Spider Eggs also is trying to send me to Ashenvale. I think next we can do 3 agility versus 3 stamina. I think the stamina is better, but I'd still want to do that Quillboar quest. This is also sending me to Stone Talon. Silithid Egg Hunt. Now this would be a very sweet chess piece, but them Silithid eggs are so hard. Like, maybe I can figure out a way to do it, but when I go down there I die because all of those you know, Silithid types, the creepy crawly types, it's rough. I realize the sound's out right now because I'm off the screen a little bit here. I just need to do something. Alright, there we go. Now let's sell junk on the auction house. I'm using the Ox add-on, the AUX Ox add-on. And it scans the market to see if I've ever seen any of this stuff before. And suggests a recommended price based off of historical data that it's gathered. And then as I look up the item to post, it scans the page again that has that item to let me know up-to-date price values. All I gotta do is make sure I click the lowest numbers, so 13%, 37%. That'll move these quickly, but I'm selling each of these feathers for 30 copper, when traditionally they say sell closer to a silver. So I'm looking at the quantity here. This guy's got 4 feathers up for 24 hours at 28 copper. That's way below market value. I think I'm gonna wait for people to buy those 4 and run the risk of not making any money at all, but going ahead and selling it for closer to a silver, which I know these are worth. I usually see a feather up for a silver a pop. So I'm gonna post 10 for just about a silver, and that'll help boost the price of those up later. Mage Royal, we've seen that before at 32 copper, but we're gonna match the lowest price here. It's a little bit more expensive than I've seen it before, but that's a good thing for us. Just make sure we're matching the lowest values. Alright, the Notched Short Sword of Stamina. See, we're getting good 10 silver off of that, so that's a good thing. Make sure we want to sell it for 24 hours. Rough Stone. I am a blacksmith, so I'm going to hold on to that. Simple Blouse of the Owl. Never seen this before, so maybe if we disenchant it, it sells for about 5 silver. It's a level 10 item. We're going to sell it for about 12 silver. 4 silver. Did I say 12 silver? I meant 4 silver. But I'm going to sell it for 12. Tiger's Eye. I think we could use these for blacksmithing, but not immediately. And if I need one of those later, I can go back and get some. I hope I'm not dying. Who is attacking? This hunter. A dude. He had a scorpion that just went hostile on him. He tamed a look at he tamed a scorpion, but he never fed it, so it went hostile, and now it's gonna kill him.
Strength and honor.
Oh, someone's helping him. Tusk's love you had to help him. Here's a band-aid, bro. Oh, he ran away. Yeah, if you don't feed your pets hunters, they tend to turn on you. This guy's pet turned on him right at the auction house. I heard all the action and I was like, oh shit, is that me? Is something killing me? How is a scorpion in here? It was the hunter pet. That's awesome. 2 gold? No way. War knife of strength. We'll sell it for 90 silver, but we ain't gonna sell it for 2 gold. I mean, if you could get that much from the rogue, then yeah, by all means, but I'm gonna sell it for as much as I've seen it before. And then I was looking at Tiger's Eye just a second ago. I'm gonna go ahead and sell those. Now, I think I need linen cloth, so I'm gonna look for some linen cloth. I'm gonna buy at least a stack. Alright, so we got a stack of linen cloth, and we're gonna get some wool cloth too, because thug life, you know. There's 8 pages of wool cloth. Just letting that scan, give me a second. Okay, so there's 366 auctions of that. The stack sells for a gold. I don't know if I'm gonna do that then. Let's sort by the lowest value. Okay, so a stack of 3 is selling below market value at 26% markup. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy those 3. This is right on par with how much they should cost. 19 silver for 4. Alright, I need to chill though because I still haven't trained at level 18. Gotta train. Can't just blow all my money on the auction house. Level 30 whirlwind quest. I need to remember to do that. Don't let me forget about that stuff, Asa Newman. I want to remember to do what you were talking about with level 30 quests. And then you said I also need the Valor gear? How could I find that on here? It should be the Valor set, right? Oh, this is the Valor set. Yeah, okay. I can... Does this have a wish list? Can I add this to a list? Atlas quest version. This is the story options. Enable chat leagues. Use equipment compare. No. Okay, never mind. But yeah, this is the stuff I need. I won't forget that. That's right there where I need to look at it. Okay. Let's go get first aid. I feel like we should train first. And I feel like I'm gonna be broke after I train as well. I don't know. I'm debating on whether or not I should just go farm some blacksmithing stuff, or if I should just continue trying to bust levels out. I'm at level 18, which, I mean, that's decent enough for the Wailing Caverns. Maybe I should go run RFC. Maybe I should try to get some money up just from running RFC. Anybody in chat got any recommendations? Like, what should I do for money? Because I'd really like to start increasing the fundage so I'm not always limited whenever I try to buy my talents. I think I'm still too low to solo RFC, but if I tank it, I could probably get some greens that I could sell if I just do like chain runs. And also, if anybody's on this server and you want to run it, like, We could do some runs back to back. I'd like to have a group. If we could get like some guildies together and do that shit, that would be awesome. 10 bandages should be able to get me a level. There we go. Anti-venom too, that's good. Then we got a good starting amount of wool bandages as well. Because it's killing me to have to sit there and eat watermelon after I do a few pulls back to back. Alright, we're going to create 10 wool bandages and come back at 115. Damn. And then the next up, first aid. Where you learned that? In Dustwallow Marsh? Is that right? Dustwallow Marsh with the gators? I think there's a manual I need to buy over there. A manual. But 115, that's when we need to come back for band-aids. See if I can remember that. I don't know if I'm a cook on this guy. That's another thing I could be doing is farming up cooking, but I already have a chef, but he was a tune that I parked, Moosiris, my level 22. He was the highest, I think, in cooking. He wasn't even that high though. But he was the highest I had. Yep, sure was. I gotta find out how to increase my funds though. See if we can take a shortcut to the Valley of Honor. I think if we cut through the Cleft of Shadow, that's faster than running around. I'm likely to get just spam invited by somebody that sees me that run by. Shamrocked. GG. Like your name, buddy. We're gonna hit up the warrior trainer and see what abilities we got at level 18. Oh, the run simulator. At this pace, I'm gonna ding the next level in 95 minutes, guys. Stick around for 95 minutes to see level 19 Stockade. It's pretty sweet because the little ones are all visiting family and stuff, so I can really knuckle down and hit it hard while they're gone. Try to get as much streaming done as I can in that time too, because while I'm streaming, I like it to be quiet in the house. But whenever the family's here, it's really challenging to just sit here and grind out some levels and shit. Alright, warrior trainer. Ooh, we could do some PvP. I said when I hit 18 or 19 I was going to do some Battlegrounds too. I'm going to hit it when I come out though, because I'm pretty sure it would pop pretty quickly. Last time I tried to queue for Battlegrounds, it happened fast. Quicker than I thought it should have. But we'll see how it is with the one Battleground. And then if it's fun, we'll keep on doing it. But if not, then I can go get that item that I was talking about, the chest piece. Nice, that was manageable. Alright, bro. Battle Warsong Gulch. Let's do it. Join battle. I knew it was going to be insta-queue. That's awesome. This shit's already started. Oh my god, we don't have the flag. They're about to 3 Kappas. Come on, don't bring me into a battle that's almost over. But hey, give me a mark of honor for sure though. I don't mind that. Got a mark of honor. Thank you. I'll join the next one too. Now, while I'm in queue for that, screw it. Alright, fresh battle here. Let's do this, guys. We got a level 13 shaman. That could be a problem. Not unless they're experienced though. Like, people really knock lobies, but if they're a lobie that knows they're a lobie and they're not trying to do dumb shit, like, they can still be useful. I don't really know, like, not very many ways, like, but they could be useful. Alright, so we got 7 Alliance players versus 6 Horde players right now. All the rank seems to be on the Alliance side right now, though. We got a Sergeant, a Corporal, Privates, and if memory serves, you can only get as high as Sergeant in the 19 Battlegrounds. See, axes, they're as high as they could be. Let's do some Warsong Gulch, guys. How's my hit points? Oh, I got a pretty decent amount of hit points. Not as much as the shaman here, but I got a decent amount. Is he guarding? Is he guarding the? Are you playing D? If you're gonna play D, I'll play D with you, man. We gonna play D? Defense? Defense? Is that what you're doing? You play defense? I'm gonna go get their flag. I don't know if anybody here would be faster than me. Oh, people are leaving. Uh-oh. Team's changing. Alright, so what do we got? 8 on 7. Alliance heavy. Alright, if you say so. Here they come. Let them come. Alright, you wanna do it that way? We're gonna get their flag. They got our flag. Man, they got there fast. They must have grabbed the boots on the way out of the tunnel. That's smart. They're very smart. Or maybe they're rogues sprinting with swiftness potions. That's what I used to do. Sprint, swiftness potions, all that. Yep. Here we go. It's begun. Just got wrecked. There was an attempt. Mistakes were made. 9 Alliance players, 7 Horde players. Still seems lopsided. And it appears as though we're getting graveyard camped. Okay, okay. Y'all wanna camp our graveyard then. Level 10 hunter, you think you're cool? You think you're cool, man? Your little armor not gonna protect you from me. What? Oh, what happened? They still have our flag. They're probably at their base by now, though. Yeah, they sure were. Turtle! When in doubt, turtle. What server are you on? Asks 22122. I'm on the Elysium project, Elysium PvP server. This is a vanilla WoW locked server. Alright. No boots. Surely they're not already up here. Okay, good. I'm gonna hide in here like the boogeyman. Where are you at, Alliance scum? My moose stomp is here. Here they come. Let them come. Cut them off because they're going to start trying to do their little jump. What's wrong? You can't go fast? Don't mind if I do. Alright, let's get some good bandages up. Those are not the good bandages. Alright, now we got some good bandages and a health potion. That'll be good. Oh, I hear the noob fire. Where's the noob firing though? Go ahead, noob fire. Still got 2 minutes on the thunder stomp. There's a druid. Oh, he's got that. Cool. Let's eat some grubbins. Try to cut him off to the boots. Oh, can't beat a tank healer combo. That's too hard. Put in work though. I know best practice is to target the healer, but I didn't want to let the flag to get away. We need to stay together. How about on the flag? They're all grouped up. Damn. It's probably over now. Go for the easy kill. They're gonna double cap us now. We need to get our flag. Alright. This is a losing battle, so we're gonna make this priest a rock star. Shooting through the things that sucks. priest. This is the priest. This is who we're protecting. Come on, priest. You are my mission in life now. Damn, I tried playing again but kept getting a WoW error 132. Stop critting 23. A WoW error 132, huh? I don't know about that error. You might want to check your graphics settings. I don't know. Yeah, he baited me. I shouldn't have did that. Alright, let's get back. Pop a health potion. Heal me. Heal thyself. Not before we got that pally. WoW error 132. Also, something you could check is on stop critting 23 on your settings. Your WTF file needs to be configured. You got to set it to point at the correct server. The Elysium project, if you're doing the Elysium project, they have an Elysium project URL that you got to put in there in that WTF folder. You're gonna look into that good. They say somewhere on the setup page on their website how to do it. Alright, who's chasing the priest? How dare you? Alright, chill back here though. We don't want to overextend. I'm just gonna get some rage up on this board here. I can go dump that later. Damn, little twink rogue. Actually, he didn't look very twink. He's got the Defias gear on. He didn't have all the stuff. Stockade did it to him. Got 72 honor from that. We did our 3 worst on Gulch marks. Stop Critting 3023 says, I've played before and had it running flawlessly. However, it's having issues on my new PC. Your new PC. What would be different from the old thing to your new PC? Yeah, the only thing I could think of is that file. If it is a new PC, then you may need to do that initial setup again. And I can find out exactly what it is too if you want. The sound's cutting out because I'm clicked off the screen right now. I'm gonna look this up for you. 86 World of Warcraft. It's the WTF folder and your config WTF. No, that's wrong. It's not your config WTF. Is it? Well, your config WTF has all your settings. But that's not what I was talking about. Account, bindings, which one is it? I think it's a WTF file. Oh, no, it's your realm list.wtf file. So make sure that in your vanilla WoW folder, if I can highlight this, jeez. Alright, check this out. Right. Inside of your World of Warcraft folder where your launcher is and shit, change your realm list.wtf. Right click it and open it with Notepad, and then change it to set realm list logon.elysiumproject.org. And that's not to say that that is your problem, but that's something that you can check. Let me know how that works for you, man. make sure there aren't any spaces in that where there doesn't need to be. Like set space realm list, like that has a space, and then I think after realm list there's a space when you type log on elysiumproject.org. But to make sure there's not a space after that. Sometimes when you copy stuff, you copy an extra space after the thing, and that could mess it up. I don't know. Do you play on any other server, Stockade? 22122? Yes, I do. On the Elysium server specifically, I started the Stalwart Vanguard guild, and that's the guild that I have that branched off of the stream and the viewers from it. But on the Darrowshire server, I have up to a level 25 hunter, but these are alliance tunes. I got Guns Out is my 25 dwarf hunter, and then I got a 21 human paladin. But on the horde side of the Darrowshire server, I got an 18 warlock, and then I also have tunes on the Anathema server, and I believe those are horde. Yeah, I think that's a horde shaman, horde hunter, and then alliance warrior. Now, I've jumped around servers since I started playing, and I'm trying to actually settle down and call a server home. And so far, it seems like it's going to be the Elysium PvP server. And that's just because, like, obviously there's a huge population here if you just look at the people in Orgrimmar. But then also, like, whenever I was streaming on those PvE servers, so many people ask me, like, how come I'm not streaming on PvP? So eventually I just decided I'll go ahead and try it out, and I'll play this until it's not fun for me anymore. Stop Crittin 23 says, so I tried to launch my WoW EXE and it gave me a pop-up that says hardware has changed. I clicked no and it opened this time without error. Sweet. Awesome, man. This is the Elysium PvP server. Awesome. So your shit's working. It asks me the same. Your hardware's changed every once in a while. I do the same like you just did. I say no, and then it opens up. If you hit yes, then it just resets all your graphics settings and shit back to default. And then you gotta reprogram it. I just turn everything max all the way up, except for the stuff I don't need. This has improved quality of life a little bit. 24 by 24 times 2 multi-sample. For my computer specifically, that seems to work the best. But that's all like unique. If you create a tune on this server, I'll invite you to the guild. Like anybody that watches the stream is welcome to join the Stalwart Vanguard. And then part of the reason why we do that too is this window clicker? Is this you? What's up, man? Nice. Want to join the guild? Yeah, you can't whisper or speak in general chat or anything like that. Sweet. Window clicker. Welcome to the Stalwart Vanguard. A handful of the people that watch the stream are in the guild, so whenever they're online, you'll see a lot of stuff they're doing and what they're into. Oh, do I just keep getting this quest? Huh. So if you win, wait, what did I get? 1450 experience from that. Was that worth it? I don't even know. I didn't see how much it jumped.
Strength.
A cool thing about joining the guild too is like I'm not always streaming. Sometimes I play off streams because I like to listen to music and just focus on hanging out with the guys. You'll be able to see what we're into on there. Our guild's been growing. We got 31 members, but a lot of those could be alts. I know that we have at least 7 real life players that play consistently together. I can say that. But yeah, that's pretty much all we are is people that run together. We're not raiding or anything yet. We have different ranks in the guild, like streamer, booster, dungeoner, quest seeker, and leveling. So depending on what your interest is, like we set your rank according to that. And also there's Discord, so you can join the Discord to chat with the Stalwart Vanguard. Now PvP was pretty fun, but it seems like it would be more fun with more people on Discord to run with. So I'm gonna chill on that. Don't look at that quest for XP, think of the BG quest for rep. Oh, true that. Let's see, H, 4 honor kills. I got 174 honor this week. Now, that honor is then used as currency, right? For like, well, hold on, let me see. Make sure I'm not getting this twisted. Warsong Outriders. This is the rep you're referring to, right? Whenever I get higher up with these people, then I can buy like gear, correct? And then that's like gear from the vendor, PvP sets, warrior. Not any of this stuff for sure. This is all level 60 stuff. Where weapons? Alliance Horde. 60, 60, 60, 60. Another page. I know that there's vendors. Battlegrounds maps, instance maps. I don't know how to look it up on this. I don't think it has that stuff on here. Yeah, I'll hit up Discord for sure. Gonna head out for work today. Alright, man. Glad to have you. Glad to have you a part of the guild. Nox says, okay, 2212 says honor is only used for rank in vanilla. Oh, okay. So the more honor I get, the more rank I'll get, right? And then Nox says you can get level 19, 29, 39, etc., PvP gear. Right. Those are from the vendors outside of where the instance is located in the world, correct? So the Warsong Outriders would be the Northern Barrens to Ashenvale. That's where the vendor would be. The Warsong Reports turns in there too. Okay. And then 22122 says you need to buy gear with gold, but you have to have a certain amount of rep to do that, right? And then Nox says just don't even worry about those items unless you're going full PvP or becoming a twink. Yeah, I usually don't. It's better to... Oh, Grats, man. Grats stop critting 23, aka window clicker. Yeah, I usually don't worry about that gear because you can just level past that stuff quicker than you can attain the gear.
What are you?
But yeah, I've only ever made a twink once, so I don't ever twink very often. Now, I want to do the Silithid egg hunt, so I'm going to go to Camp Tarajo, make sure that my bags are clear. Yeah. I'm going to go to Camp Tarajo and try to do them Silithids. It's going to be rough, because them things are bastards, but now that I have the Rallying Cry of the Dragon Slayer from that buff we just got, I might be able to swing it. Maybe I can pull strategically onesies and twosies out and loot eggs off of them. I know you got to run in and click on the ant mounds, but those spawn a shitload. And I see that the eggs will drop off of the little creatures outside of the area. So, I don't know. I'll show you what I mean. I think at some point I will make a twink, though. One of the guys in the guild, Shinwoo or Shanwoo, aka Juji, he's a 60 mage in the guild, but he's also got a, I think it's a 29, no, he might be 39 twink. The higher level twinks, that's a lot harder, because you start leveling a tune, you want to max them out. It takes a lot of it takes a lot to get a twink that high, and then it also takes a lot to invest in to get the twink gear when you get that high as well. Jaji, that's his name. Jaji. He's a druid. Window clickers level 7. What's he fighting? Dust cloud, chance to hit reduced. What would do to dust cloud? Oh, he's over there at Sinjin village. Yeah, he's down there. He's fighting them what you call it? Them Kokar, the initial Kokar introduction. Thwarting the Kokar aggression, right? Hell yeah, man. Make them levels. He's a warrior too. Hell yeah. We need more tanks. People that can switch off. So while I'm trying to make myself able to tank, I'd rather be a DPS if I can make it. How much does flying break immersion? I don't think it breaks immersion very much. I think it's kind of cool. They tame these things and train them to fly to different parts in the world. It's really neat too because, oh, you're full rested, window clicker, nice. So you're gonna ding quickly through those levels. But yeah, the Wind Rider, it gives you a chance to see how big the world is, like, and how far out things are. But then also, like, lobies that see you flying over their head are that much more motivated to figure out how the hell these people are flying everywhere. It's like a little bit of intrigue. And you gotta have money to fly too, like flying gets expensive, so it's a good way to drain like players gold so inflation doesn't actually get out of control with items on the auction house and shit. So it serves a lot of purposes, and I think it's pretty neat. It's nice to be able to just hit the flight path and then walk away from the computer for a couple minutes and still feel like you're getting something done while you're not playing. Alright, so we're gonna go do the Silithid eggs. I'm tempted to go do the bristleback quill borers, but that's gonna take a while. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do the bristleback first. Ooh, weapon of choice. Yep, doing this bristlebacks first because this is a better weapon. Weapons of choice. Oh no, those are down there. Damn. I'm gonna have to chill on that. That is a better weapon though. I'm kind of thinking too, if I do these bristlebacks and get the tusks and shit, that I'll have those blood gems, those blood emeralds. I can get even more buffed up off of that. So when I go do the Silithids, I can carry some of the buffs that I would get from these over and kind of help make those critter killing a little bit easier. Nox. Okay, hold on. I'm reading the chat here. It says, Wyvernfall Gaming says, I think it just makes the world seem smaller, but it does have its advantages. Yeah, it can make the world seem smaller, it's especially in the expansions that you're playing, like the later on ones, like Legion, makes the world seem a lot smaller. Nox says, can I ask why you're Horde and why a cow? I'm Horde because I generally find that the more experienced players play on the Horde side. And I personally, like, I've grown to love the Horde because of, you know, the races like the Orcs. When I was in the military, I considered myself a grunt, so I always made Orc players like the grunts. And a cow specifically because they look sweet in heavy armor. Like whenever he starts getting plate armor and shit like that, he looks like a maniac. And I can give you an example. I think I did this earlier. But all this plate gear here, that's the Tauren Warrior. It's eventually going to look like that. Welcome to the Stalwart Vanguard, Wyvernfall Gaming. If you create a character on the Elysium PvP server, you're welcome to join the guild in the Elysium project private servers that are vanilla locked. And also, if you join the guild, you also see what we'd be doing whenever we're not streaming, because sometimes we'd be doing stuff when we're not streaming.
Not enough rage.
Oh, and also, cows, they get this stomp that makes people dizzy for a little bit. In a clutch situation, your healer can get an extra heal off if you use that properly. They also have the benefit of increased herbalism. Whenever you go picking flowers and stuff like that, they get a 15 skill increase above anybody else. They have nature resistance, so if you're fighting people that do a lot of nature damage, cows innately have more resistance towards that. They also have endurance. Their total health is increased by 5%, so if I ever decide to become a big ass tank, like my name's Stockade by the way, so like if ever I want to be like this badass tank, I'll have more health than any other players can achieve given the same gear and buffs and stuff like that. I'll have 5% more health than anybody else. Now Nox says, I've never played Horde for real, messing around here and there, never liked their quest lines, and I've always been ally ever since the start. I started out Alliance too, and it is like I like the quests in the Alliance area. I don't discriminate against making characters in Alliance because I do it often as well. It's a nice change of pace. The Horde stuff's a lot more tribal. Like it seems like you live in a more savage land that you have to survive in whenever you're playing on the Horde side. And something about the Barons, like the Barons chat, it breaks you in. Kind of like you get a real good idea of the type of player base whenever you're running around in the Barons, which I guess is equivalent to like Westfall and Goldshire on the Alliance side. But if you want to play with the adults, I find you go to the Horde side because all the little kiddies and their mothers play on the Alliance side because I don't really know why. I know that that's where they're at, and you see a lot more of tomfoolery on the Alliance side, in my opinion. Dwarf for life myself. Yeah, man. If I am on the Alliance side, I'm a dwarf. That's what Guns Out is. My hunter, I got a dwarf hunter named Guns Out. His pet's name's Suns Out, so he's like, Suns Out, Guns Out. Because dwarves have the big ass arms.
It's too far away.
Oh, I'm gonna die. Why did I run up in this? Maybe we can kill him before he kills us, though. Sweets. Let me bandage. I don't want to die. Don't die. Don't die. Yeah, dwarfs are the shit. Nox said, I can understand if you said you're a cow for the extra stamina, but then I would ask, why not an orc? Orcs I don't think they get extra stamina. I dig orcs though, I really dig the orcs, but sometimes, you know, on release, my main warrior on release is an orc. He's an orc warrior. Orc warrior named Cycle Crusher. But cows just look beefier, man. They look beefier in all that plate armor. And then like the way they hold their weapons, the animations and stuff, holding the axe like that, nobody does that except for the Taurens. The way he's holding his weapon. And that, to me, that looks badass.
I need to get closer.
Wyvern Fall says, trust me, if anyone makes a night elf on Dalaran, I'll probably be on their zone hunting them. And then Nox says, orcs are better than cows for tanking. That's what I meant for the stam. Yeah, but orcs don't get the racial passive for the health increase. Window Clicker, aka what was his name? Something 22 or something 23. I forget his name in chat. Stop Critting 23, aka Window Clicker, says also pets do 5% more damage, so good for hunters and locks. Right. So a hunter is a good hunter. Good orc is a good hunter race because the orcs get increased pet damage. But they themselves, like, they're racial that gives them Blood Fury, which gives them more attack power for melee, but it also reduces all the healing they see, or all the healing they receive by 50%, so it's harder to heal an orc. Legion TD says Taurens have one more racial bonus, and it's psychological. A big cowman rushing into battle makes all the gnomes flee. Hell yeah. Cows just make me laugh. Also, like, here's something with Tauren that you can get that no one else can do. There you go. You see that? No other class can actually move. Go ahead and try to do that on an orc. Bet you fail. You'll get the emote like that where it says move, but he will not actually move. And then here's something else. Check this out. When it's peanut butter jelly time, no other class can actually celebrate properly, except for the Taurens. Taurens are the only ones that are able to celebrate peanut butter jelly time. And then they have specific jokes they tell.
Happy now.
He just said it too. We got this person next to us making all kinds of noise. Get away from us. Alright, check it out. Here's another one.
Here's the beef.
Here's the beef.
Homogenized? No way. I like the ladies.
He said, homogenized? No way, I like the ladies. I look at gnomes and I think, oh look, it's a baby. Yeah, I do too, Nox. Wyvernfall Gaming says, if you want psychological, just have an infernal guarding you. Right, and you'd be best if you were an orc with that infernal guarding you, because he would do more damage. Like Stop Critting 23 was pointing out. Two Player Inc. says, how did you get the text on the right? I have a question already on, just don't know how to get that to show. Oh, yeah man, to get that to show, I actually use Streamlabs. Man, I'm gonna die. No, I'm gonna lose my shit. No, don't die, please. Run for your life. Run for your life.
I'm out of
Let's see if we can. No, can't do that. Son of a bitch. Survive. Survive. Hold on, guys. I gotta get safe here. Legion TD has just subscribed. Welcome to the Stalwart Vanguard, Legion TD. If you have a tune on the Elysium Project Elysium PvP server, send me a Whisper in-game party invite and I'll invite you to the guild and you can see what we do whenever the stream's not online. As far as the stream, the stuff on the stream, this is what I do. I go to streamlabs.com and then I link up my Streamlabs account that I make. You have to have like an account in order to use it. I link that with my YouTube account, and then you got different widgets that you can use. And what I use is a alert box, and it's just like a green box. Here, I can show it to you. This chat box widget here. Let me see if I can do this in a way that you would be able to see. Chat properties. If I take the filters off, then you'll be able to see. All it is it's an actual like window, and it has a color key, so I can make it green or I can make it blue. So like it's actually, that's what it looks like to me. It looks like that on my monitor, but whenever I add filters, I'll go ahead and use my crop to remove the top part of the window so you don't see the address bar. And then I'll use my color key and I'll pick custom color and select color to make sure that I'm bleeding out the whatchamacallits. Now I got this issue where it's not showing the names. There we go. Now your names will actually pop up. I don't know why they're green right now. It seems like a bad idea for them to be green, but it's making them come out. Alright, there we go. Now you can see your names. But yeah, Streamlabs, that's what I use. I just linked that to my accounts, and that's how I get it up. Oh, and Two Player Inc. says, haha, I mean the quest log on the right. My bad, sorry, by the way, great stream, just subbed. Oh, appreciate it, Two Player Inc. The text on the right here is Questy. So Questy's like an add-on that I use that gives me this arrow at the top of my screen. And by default, this arrow will be like down where my character is, right here. But if you hold down Control Shift, you can drag that. And then same with the text. Normally the text is on the left hand side of the screen right here. but I'll control shift, click on the colored area and drag it where I want it. And then just because I'm OCD like this, I'm gonna line up this arrow perfectly with the middle. And this add-on's called Align. It gives me my grid. Okay, and we've had a few subscribers. Let me give a shout out to 2Player Inc. has just subscribed. Welcome to the Stalwart Vanguard, man. And anybody here that's already subscribing, like, welcome the people that have just subscribed. Like, by all means, do that. Links are not cool with Nightbot, nor are caps. So try to keep away from spamming caps and links to other stuff. Now I'll try to see what you linked here and see if it's like something that's fair. Okay, GitHub. All right, appreciate it, man. You're a boss. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can. You're right, Nox. Shift Control to drag it. You're right. Let me see. I just saw your link, but it went away whenever I did this. Where is the GitHub? Let me see. And you understand why I don't actually allow links, because people can link anything. So I have to protect. All this stuff shows up on my channel and it's like a reflection of who I am whenever y'all link bad things and stuff like that. It's like I'm allowing it if I don't keep anything. I get that too, like linking Questy, that's helpful, man. We have a Discord. If you're part of the Stalwart Vanguard, you can join our Discord, and the information for that is here on the guild. That's why I always recommend for people to join the guild, and you can get to our Discord from there. And even if it's just a level 1 placeholder just to get the Discord information, that's the barrier to entry we have to make so we don't just get random people trying to troll us. Questy vanilla add-on. Vanilla add-ons, GitHub. Now they said that the one from GitHub, which was it? It's you have to get the one from Questy, because the one from the vanilla add-ons website will cause problems when you're entering dungeons. So there's the GitHub link for Questy for the guy that was asking about that. And appreciate it, Nox. And then 2Player Inc. says, I'll be joining the guild, by the way. Cool. That's awesome, man. And when I'm not streaming, you're gonna see what we're doing and what we're up to when we're offline. Now I would say we initially had like 7 players with 30 members total, but now I think that's even grown a little bit since I've been streaming more. We probably got closer to 10 players in the guild. And these are like actual people that play consistently, I would say. And there's almost always a group of us running together. It's just today's kind of off day because the past weekend we were staying up kind of late, so some of our schedules got mixed up. And we got people that have jobs and go to work, and wives and families and stuff, so we try to get together as much as we can, but it's not all the time, every time. And to give you an idea of level range, most of the people that joined from the stream here have created characters and started leveling, so they're anywhere from level 30 to level 1. So we're still fairly new. We're a fairly new guild, and we're fairly new players on the server and running together. 2Player Inc. said, haha, smiley face. Smiley face back, man. Wyvernfall Gaming says, so what are the locations of every Janai city? Ooh, that's a good one. I don't actually know, man. I couldn't even tell you what all the locations of the orc cities are. And those are like the oldest classes in the game. And like, it's not really pertinent in vanilla WoW to know Draenei cities. Nox says, at 2Player Inc., open your quest page and shift click on a quest to track that quest. It should show up on the side of Questy. On the side Questy is reset on. Oh, did I miss a question from Nox? Or 2Player Inc.? And then Nox says also, 2Player Inc., it will show up on the quest that you're tracking on the side. Also, to add a little bit to that, if you get extended quest log, I have version 3.6.1, you can get options that allow you to add new quests to the tracker automatically, so you don't have to shift click. Whenever you just grab a quest, it'll automatically track it for you. That's the only reason why I have an extended quest log. I haven't really messed with any of these other settings. But yeah, that's another benefit of that. And you can change different things about how the quest log's displayed to you. On that note, I'm gonna take a quick bio. I've been drinking a lot of coffee, so it's come through me. So I'll be right back, guys. Y'all keep up the chat and help each other out. I appreciate all that help, Nox. And if you got a link or something, let me know, and I could look it up and link too. So just let me know what you're trying to look up without linking, because Nightbot doesn't like it. Alright, I'm gonna park in the inn so I get a little bit rested, and I'm gonna go bio. Ooh, 22122 has subscribed. Welcome to the Stalwart Vanguard 22122. I always want to say 2212, so the second or the last two is like a afterthought. 22122. Let me catch up on chat. Two Player Inc. was telling Nox, okay man, thanks, appreciate it. Wyvernfall Gaming says one Draenei town is the Exodar, but that is sort of beyond a bit of Fatigue C. Right, yeah, Fatigue C. Nox said at Elude Stalwart was gonna bring that add up. I only like that add-on because it shows the quests better. Oh, the extended quest log? Yeah, I like how it auto tracks. Two Player Inc. says, how can I join the guild? Is he ending the stream? Nah, he's AFK. He said he'd be right back. Appreciate that, fantasy program. You can join the guild by creating a character on the Elysium PvP server. And this is a vanilla Elysium project vanilla private server. And yeah, it doesn't take anything other than just joining the game. If you toss me a group invite whenever you get in, then I'll invite you to the guild, since you can't whisper or anything like that. And Nox says he's taking a break, probably a bio and a drink, and that was exactly right, Nox. Fantasy Program says, by the way, ain't private servers illegal and against Blizzard's terms of service? And then Wyvernfall Gaming says exactly why I don't go on Elysium, considering as he says it's private. Nox says illegal is debatable. Fantasy Program says, well, if you go, no one's going to bother you. Fantasy Program said the only people that have to worry about it is the devs. Two Player Inc. says be at your location in a few, and yeah, I have, and okay. Yeah, toss me an invite there, Two Player Inc. And then I'll go ahead and invite you to the guild, since you can't whisper me or anything like that. Or you can just put your character name in chat. I can do it that way. And for Fantasy Program, the fact that the private servers are or are not illegal is all debatable, and there's nothing in black and white writing anywhere that says that you can't play on a private server. In my opinion, it's a completely different game than what Blizzard is selling now. If people were trying to get you to play on their private Legion server and just literally biting off of everything that Blizzard's currently working on, the company Blizzard is currently developing for the current game, then yeah, we would have a problem. Like, you can't make Coca-Cola exactly like Coca-Cola makes it and say it's your product. Like, that's not cool. But if you're making, like, you know, a different kind, like, what are the other kinds? Sam's Choice Cola? You could still sell that, right? It's your own version of that, and you put your own ingredients into it. Nox says, it's so funny that you read the username and then read out the comment. Yeah, people want to be heard. They want to know. RC Cola. Yeah, you're right, Fantasy Program. But yeah, exactly. Like, and then Pepsi. Pepsi's also the same version of the same shit, but it's just done a different way. And that's how private servers are. That's how I look at private servers. Yo, bro, it's Two Player Inc. from Stream. I'll help you with quests, bro, if you want. Junior Satch. Cool. Junior Satch. I'm gonna G-invite him. G-invite Junior Satch. Yeah, I read out the names and then what they say as kind of so people know what I'm looking at, and you know what other people are saying, so y'all can all be a part of the conversation that we're having. Welcome, Junior Satch, to the Stalwart Vanguard, aka, what did he say? Two Player Inc. I want to get to know you guys. What's your UI? Ephemer, my UI is Bartender 2. That's how I got my bars set up. And those are everything that you see highlighted here. I turned off the micro bar because I know the buttons for those. Junior Satch, we can do the Quill Bar quests. That's what I was running earlier. Also, other than Bartender 2 for my moves and stuff, another thing about Bartender 2 is I can hit Shift or Control and it'll shift out my main action bar. I use Shift specifically. I'm starting to get used to that. But I could also customize the colors to fit my class. So each class I play has their own custom colors. Junior Sarge added me. Sweet. And then also check the Discord information and the guild information if you want to come chat. It gets easier for me to just talk in voice to people than typing and stuff. The top and bottom panels, Ephemer, are the Titan, or no, not Titan, they're Foobar. And Foobar adds all these little useful widgets like the time and different add-ons that I want to track. What I like it for is I get my money and my bag space and my professions all right here. Performance Foo shows like my latency and stuff. I like the XP thing that they give you because this Experience Foo will show me not only the percentage of experience I have, but also the projected amount of time it'll take me to hit the next level if I keep playing at this consistent speed. So if I'm banging out quests and shit, then I can level faster, and this will give me an idea of how long I gotta sit to do that. Help me! Please don't die. Don't die. Let me bandage up. Haha! Almost got my ass handed to me sitting here all distracted. Alright. That's not y'all's fault, that's mine. Alright, so Wyvernfall Gaming said, wouldn't it be funny if Blizzard GMs play as ice elementals as characters? They have been known, like, not the GMs themselves. Yeah, actually, the GMs themselves have been known to do some shit. Like, one guy was given a GM hammer in the mail on accident. And it was literally like, the Discord link that I'm in right now is in the guild information, Junior Satch. And when you join it, let me know, because I gotta give you permissions to join the channel I'm in. But I'm in Voice Comms General in that Discord. But yeah, the GM's hammer, that was like a really big mistake they did. I think during Wrath of the Lich King, this guy got it and he didn't say anything, and he was giving his entire guild and runs through Ulduar to get all the gear that they wanted. And they were selling the mount runs, I think it was Rusted Proto Drake at the time. They were selling those to players that would pay like 20,000 gold for a run, and really lopsiding the whole server with the economy and shit like that. 50 silver. What's this for? Huh? Question? 5 silver? What's this for? I'm good, man. Thanks anyways. I'm alright on funds. But yeah, like, the GMs have been known to do some shit. Nox said, if Blizz had any way of you still playing the old versions of the game, then yes, it wouldn't be debatable, because all the terms and services have changed so much over the years, plus any. Blizz's games pre-Wrath of the Lich King is no longer in the game, and those files and games no longer exist. You're right, Nox. The only problem that you run into is people that are streaming it are getting banned from streaming by YouTube or Twitch because they're playing a non-release version of WoW. And I guess Blizzard or Blizzard's lawyers are putting pressure on those streaming services, those streaming platforms. Like, if you stream a non-release version of WoW on Twitch, who is directly in cahoots with Blizzard in certain business ways, then you'll get banned from Twitch. You won't be able to stream on Twitch. But YouTube doesn't have that same agreement with Blizzard, so people that stream private servers on YouTube have a little bit more freedom in that sense. But if you look at this guy Frostadamus, he was a Romanian dude that was streaming I think BC versions of WoW, and he was actually banned for 90 days from live streaming because he was streaming a non-release version of WoW. And that's just a matter of YouTube buckling and giving in to, you know, them basically bullying them and telling them to make their streamers stop streaming games that they like and enjoy playing. And that's bullshit. I don't think that that's right at all. Two Player Inc says, is this your only chat? Oh, character. No, I have different characters, but this is pretty much going to be my main character, Two Player Inc. And is this Taran your only character? No, I have multiple characters on this server. On Elysium specifically, I got Priest. Okay, he joined Discord. That'll be good. Reap skills. We'll make you a member, and then we'll bring you in general. Okay. You can join general voice if you like. I only have some ally tunes, that's right. All my tunes on this server are the ones that matter are pretty much Shaman Milk, my enhanced shaman, and Stockade's my warrior. Those are the two I'm focusing on, but I've also got a druid, a hunter, and a mage. Like, I was doing some soul searching because I wanted to see all these tunes in vanilla, and then I had to figure out what I wanted to actually play. Fantasy Program says at Nox, they really don't hold up though. May be part of it may be a part of the game still. Characters, maps names, locations, NPC names could probably still be subject to intellectual property. Yeah, like Gazlo and Ratchet, he's in Heroes of the Storm as well. He's actually a playable character that has like a machine body in Heroes of the Storm. So I think of that stuff less like intellectual property and more like Easter eggs. But Nox said at Fantasy Program, then you'd have to go through all of those and see if any are the same, and you won't find many, if any, that still exist unless you can remove items and some people have, etc. And then Nox said, but either way, there's nothing to worry about playing on these servers. Unless you're a streamer and YouTube's pressuring or getting pressured. I'm really sorry, Junior Sarch, because I'm reading chat. I'm trying to catch up from that break earlier. We got a nice little conversation going here, and I'm actually interested in what people think about this stuff. At Fantasy Programs said at Nox, completely agree, players of servers have nothing to worry about. Nox says you could stream on YouTube just fine, but if you stream on Twitch, you will be fine as Twitch won't let you stream private servers. Right, correct. And Frost has been banned. He started streaming vanilla, then went to BC. Yeah, man, he got a 90-day, he got a notice that he couldn't stream for 90 days from the BC. And this was like, I think 2 weeks ago. But if he's actually gotten reinstated since then, that's news to me, because I would actually want to know, like, what that is. Now let me see Junior Satch here. He was been talking to me in chat. Haha, okay man, I don't have money to donate for the stream. I got WoW money. Well, not much, but just bought a lot of stuff. Trying to give back to your good stream, bro. Hey man, I really appreciate that. Thanks. Just joined Discord. What do you need for the quest? Quillboar tusks. I need a lot of quillboar tusks. And Tribes at War says 12 Thornweavers and 12 Geomancers. I've had people wanting to give back to the stream before. I actually have a link in the description if you want to donate to my PayPal. It's kind of linked to what I have my Twitch link to, but that's only if you really feel like it. I'm not here for money. I'm more here for friends and community. Like, I enjoy playing WoW and I enjoy talking about WoW, so I want more people like that to stick around. And if donating to the stream and getting swag to pimp out to people, like, if that helps, then all the better, but I'm not here for that specifically. What you need for the quest, no problem. Alright, I think I'm caught up. Let's go get Thornweavers. Reap Skills, you can join the general voice channel if you want. You can join the voice chat in Discord if you want, man. And if you mute the stream and even just listen, you can hear me without delay. Each time I try to go further this way, I see that he's back there, so I get worried. Henry M is just subscribed. Welcome to the Stalwart Vanguard, Henry M. We are a growing community on the Elysium PvP server on the Elysium Projects vanilla WoW server. So if you'd like to join our guild, you can create a level 1 alt and see what we're doing whenever we're not actually streaming. Hey, what's up, Reap Skills? AKA Junior Satch. I was just telling you we need to get over here to these Thornweavers and Geomancers. They're not spawning over here.
Oh, yeah, bro. I remember doing that quest back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, with that.
Just need to go further north. And then, been trying to catch up on chat since I got back from my AFK. People were talking about all this stuff with streaming. I'm gonna key in and randomly read like what pops up in the chat. So don't mind me if I'm not actually talking to you. I'm just letting you know that I'm talking to the people on the stream. Alright.
Yeah.
Wyvernfall Gaming says, I was about to assault Darnassus, and 2Player Inc. said, oh yeah, I remember that quest, 60 tusks, right? Yeah, 60 tusks. Nox said, at Elude Stalwart, you're one of those loot kickers, aren't you? You just shift clicked. That's exactly right, man. I auto loot everything, and people rage because of it. Simon Matosevic, sorry if I butcher your name. Welcome to the Stalwart Vanguard, man. Glad to have you. The stream has been growing today. Jesus. I don't know if it's just the time of day that I'm playing or what, but there's a lot of y'all showing up. And I ain't complaining. I'm glad. congrats window clicker on your ding. He's leveled up to 8 now, I think. So you already had a teammate on this server, Junior Satch. You've been leveling without a guild this whole time?
Yeah, I've just been playing with a mate from school, basically.
Oh, okay. Cool, man.
Yeah. To make new friends on here.
Yeah.
Gone to that grind to level 60.
Cool. We got a few beelining it to 60 right now. Gonzalez has just subscribed. Welcome to the Stalwart Vanguard, Gonzalez. All that stuff that I said earlier. Elysium project, private servers, vanilla WoW. If you make a character on the Elysium PvP server, you're welcome to join the guild. And then you can have Discord access and be a part of the conversation live. You won't have to wait for me to read. Now, Nox was just saying, no, I just meant shift click. From what I've seen, you click on all your loot. Yeah, I shift clicked everything. I shift click loot. That's how I loot. I actually had to change settings in the options for that.
On the stream, hear my voice live?
What was that?
It's live? Or the
Oh,
music
yeah.
for
This is live right now, yeah. There's a little bit of a delay. There's like maybe a 20-second delay. Wonder Clicker says that understand there's a timeline. It's the same across this force over. So AV out. AV is out. Window Clicker. What was that? Junior Satch. I don't know what to call you. If I should call you the 23 name or Junior Satch or Reap. I'll probably call you Reap if that's cool. That's easier. But what were you saying, Reap?
You from the States?
Yeah, I'm from the U.S. I'm a Texan, United States.
Hell yeah, man.
Nox said, yes, they can. Not sure what he was referring to when he said that. I'm 32. I think you said, how old am I? I'm 32. Just started streaming like 2 years ago. I've always like been a fan of World of Warcraft and watching streams and shit. I used to have Towley up on my second monitor while I'd be playing in Legion when Legion first came out, and really got deep into watching people stream and different channels on Twitch. I only recently found out that I can't actually play this version of WoW on Twitch, so I had to move over to YouTube. But I learned a lot from watching Towley. He kind of keeps the dialogue going and stuff like that. Salty Dead's asking about his graphics card upgrade. Man, so much of his questions have to do with his PC though, and I don't know anything about his PC. I wish I could say, Salty Dead, I really don't know. I'm sorry, what was that, Reap Skill? You're cutting in and out when you're trying to talk. Maybe I need to turn the volume up.
How many tasks you need?
I'm at 36 of 60 right now.
And then
my computer's starting wet. Give me.
Sure.
I'm gonna change that to 65. Alright guys, sorry about that. The stream was going down there for a second, so I just decided to restart it. I was having issues with the stream. For some reason Discord started acting up on me. We should be solid now, guys. Can y'all see what's going on now? I normally hop off around now to eat lunch. I'm starting to get the hungers. I'll probably do like a 20-minute warning and then take a lunch break because I've been going hard since, well, like 9 this morning.
Be back on after? Or?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get back on after. I may take like an hour or so for lunch and then come back on after that. So I should be on again. Like it's almost 1 p.m. here. I'll take a break at 1 and then I should be back on at 2.
Like 5 in the morning for me here.
Oh man, where are you at? You're not from Nevada, right? Somebody in chat said they're from Nevada.
Melbourne.
Where is that? In Melbourne? We got a few from the Netherlands, and we got someone from Australia as well, all in the guild. So we got a nice mix of different nationalities.
And ages as well, because I'm 15.
Oh, cool. The dude from the Netherlands, he's Salty Dead. He's posting in Discord right now. He's 15. He's from the Netherlands. I think he's visiting his grandparents in Poland, though. I didn't catch where you said you were from, though. It sounded like you said Melbourne.
Melbourne, Australia.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you're from Australia as well. Saturn in the guild. She's Neptune. She's from Australia, but I think she said Melbourne. Are you in any way related to Saturn?
I'm not sure.
She said she had a 15-year-old son. So I was like, wow, you are from the same place. Same age as her son. Alright,
Wow.
Nox, is it working now? I don't know if her son plays WoW. She does, though. She's 33. She's like my age. Shamu
I'm
TV
following
says,
you, bro.
do I smell tar and beef?
Wherever you need to go.
Sniff, sniff. I'm gonna try to work my way to the Thornweavers. I think I ran a little further while I was reading chat. My bad. It's the hunger, man.
no
I'm getting
worries.
hungry, so I'm starting to brain fart a lot. Yeah, man, that's beef you smell. Shamu. He's got the big beef.
Christy, yeah, so you got the icons on your map, the sandbags and stuff, and swords.
Yeah. They're showing them just along the mountain ridge here to the west.
Oh, okay.
So where the big thorns are. I need to see if it's actually Thornweavers there. No, these are all just Quillbore. So the Thornweaver specifically doesn't really say. It just says consumed by hatred. After I get all the horns, I think it'll show me where the Thornweavers are. All I've seen is the Geomancer so far.
I think there are a couple of them are. There might be. I think it might be near the crossroads, actually.
The Crossroads, okay. The Thornweavers?
Oh, wait. Don't take my word for it, though. It's been ages since I did this.
Right. It says that they're over here. That's where it's pointing to, that little hut over there. Fantasy Program said, did he be and question mark? Don't die, don't die. I'm gonna eat some food right quick before I jump in because it looks like we might aggro other shit. Hunters, man. Hunters are pretty OP. How you enjoying your hunter?
It's been good. Like, it's been really easy to level as well.
Yeah, they're really good after you get the pet. You almost don't need a group with a hunter. You can just solo everything by yourself except dungeons. And even that, you can just get a few levels and go back and solo.
Yeah, I know.
I love it. I'm more of a group guy though. I like to be useful in groups, so I try to play classes that have some kind of utility. But hunters, man, like, they got everything. They got CC, they got good damage, their own personal tank. They are their own personal healers. It's just a good all-around class. Hey, you can have that.
Was there any specific reason why you chose warrior?
I played a warrior in Wrath of the Lich King and on from there. And I just wanted to see what they were like in vanilla. All the stance dancing and stuff like that. It seems like it takes a more advanced player to be able to play a warrior to its full potential. So I figured I could learn a lot.
shards? Are you been picking those
James
up?
Devon said clicker. I click and use hotkeys. The blood shards, yeah, I want to go get a buff from that guy over there. When I turn these in, I will. But I could probably specifically use help on the Silithid eggs. That's a higher level quest area.
I've basically done.
You've done all the quests here?
Battlegrounds, yeah, except one this. That's the
Ah,
wife of my mate today, but he didn't. So we could form a group and do that today if you want.
for Welling Caverns? Or what was
Blue Leaf Tube. Quests in Ratchet.
the quests in Ratchet? I've done most of Ratchet already, I think.
It's a. I'll quickly check who it's from. It's from. Actually, I don't know who it's from. It's called the Blue Leaf Tubers.
Oh, that sounds like RFK, no, not RFK, RFD, Razorfin Downs?
It's a dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna die. Don't die. Can you grab this guy somehow? I don't know. Like, slow him or...
Yeah. Turn around, turn around.
I'm gonna bandage. Please don't shoot me. That was close. Alright, Nox wanted to know what tune I have in Legion. I have all the tunes in Legion. On my channel, I got other videos from back whenever I was streaming Legion content on Twitch. I leveled one of every class except for Priest to max. And the Priest itself was at like level 105 or something. Hey, appreciate it, man. I needed some male bracers. I had these leather ones on. Thanks. But yeah, I played all the classes. I mained Paladin was my main, I would say. But even then, like, Warrior was a close second main for me in Legion. But literally, I played all the classes. Like, I went and did world quests all day. Like, that was my life outside of dungeons, was world questing for all the classes. And as soon as we started getting 2 legendaries on every tune, then I kind of fell off because I was like, that's not legendary. Like, legendaries are the one item in the game that no other player can get because it's just too hard. But the way they made legendaries in Legion, like, everybody and their mom could have one, and you had certain legendaries that were better than other legendaries. That's not actually a legendary, in my opinion. You just painted that item orange. And then James McCallie says, ah, the pain of watching a clicker. How am I a clicker? What am I doing? Am I clicking moves down here? I click these moves that I don't have bound. Like if I'm eating food, I'll click that. Because that's like my extra bar. That's my extra bar 2 here. That's my out of combat shit. But everything in combat, I'll actually, I have hotkeys. Like I bind. And I can show you, like, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is all on my, it's like a Razer Naga mouse. It's a Red Dragon gamer mouse. So I have like all the 12 buttons on the side of my mouse. Sorry about that. And then I'll use Q, E, R, S. I don't have a backwards, walk backwards button. And then X and Z. So yeah, I'm kind of like a mix. A hot mess of clicking and hotkey binds. James McCallie. I can't believe the things that trigger people sometimes. Like, some of it's just like, really? Is that what gets under your skin? Of all the things in the world? Someone clicking when they play WoW? You know what bothers me? Keyboard turners. Watching somebody do this. That's like, okay, that person doesn't know what they're doing. The money bags show Quillbores over here, but I have still yet to see one Thornweaver. Oh, you know what? They're back here. I remember now. I was disoriented.
I'll just Google it.
What's that?
Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, there must have been over here somewhere.
There's one or two right here, but the bulk of them, they hide back there.
I'm out of range.
I've gotten 4 so far, so we don't have very many left.
You just need to kill them.
Yeah, these are just kill them. And I'm about to loot my last Quillboar tusk. Yeah, so now I'm good on tusks, and I just need 6 more Thornweavers. I appreciate the help, man. Appreciate your patience too, because I'm kind of like everywhere with the chat and stuff. And running off into space. I got a mining node here, but I'm going to start working my way up north here towards this camp, because I know there's a bunch of Thornweavers there.
Mine?
What's that?
Mine yet? Like, do you have the mining ability?
Yeah, I just wasn't tracking it because I've died before, and I never start retracking mining after I die for some reason. I'm not very high level, so 10 veins are still kind of high for me. K. Packney says,
Same with me. That's
does
a
Elysium
level,
have a lot of people playing there?
level
Yes.
65 mining. I've only got like level 1 mining, I think.
Oh, I'm at 31 still. K. Packney was like asking if Elysium has a lot of people playing. Elysium, the last time I checked, when people were online, they had 4,581 people playing. I could take a census right now, and this is during, I would say, a low population time period. Prime time is usually not until much later in the day, or earlier in the morning too, because like there's different waves depending on the countries people are playing from. Like for example, we got Australia in the house right now, just running in this group here, and they're definitely at a different time period than I am. It's like 1 in the afternoon where I'm at. Where's it at where you're at in Melbourne?
It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
4 o'clock in the morning? What are you doing up so early? I bet you haven't went to sleep yet because you're still 15. You got that stamina.
Grind. And it's good to help out as well with some quests
Oh yeah, man.
with other people.
Hell yeah, I appreciate the help too. Look, here's a. Oh, these are geomancers. Man, I thought there were Thornweavers out here. All right, that census is done. So right now there's 5,108 people online, and we absorbed another PvP server that was here too. Like they got absorbed into the Elysium PvP server. But yeah, just specifically on this server right now, as we're speaking, there's 5,000 people. That's pretty high population, in my opinion. I mean, and also, what level are you? Because depending on your level, like we got 326 level 60s on right now, whereas we got lower levels, 120 level 1s, 164 level 5s, 137 level 10s, so on and so forth. You get the idea. So yeah, there's a lot of people on this server.
Oh, Crossroads. I just hit it with a Google search.
What's that? Crossroads?
Raisman. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have? Oh no, they're right across from Ratchet as well.
Stop Critting 23. Welcome to the Stalwart Vanguard. Actually, welcome to the guild and the stream Stalwart Vanguard community. Stop Critting was already part of the guild, so I don't need to tell him that he has to make a level 1 PvP tune and join our guild. So, you think we should go back to the Crossroads area for the last 6 Thornweavers? Or is that not what you were talking about? Oh, if there's 1 sword for Thornweavers here, based on what quest he's staying, and then across the road here, more to the east, there's 2 swords for Thornweavers, so there's 2 different areas across the road. We can hit those up. Unless one's respawned at this camp here. Doesn't look like it though. Oh wait, there is one here. Does Elysium have a lot of people playing? I hope that answered your question, Kapanaki. It's hard to read names sometimes. K-Packney. K-Packney. How would you pronounce that? K-Packney.
Then they closed Discord.
You're gonna close Discord?
I accidentally closed Discord just before.
Oh, okay. Oh, Stop Crittin, he joined Discord. I'm gonna add him as a member. Now Stop Crittin can join the general chat if he wants. And I want enough people for y'all to be able to play even whenever I'm not online with each other. Because I'll take breaks sometimes and sometimes I won't be streaming. But my normal stream schedule, for those of you that care, are normally 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Time here in the US. And I'll play WoW outside of that time frame a lot. But I'm AFK so much throughout the day after that with the wife and kids and everything, like I don't really have the opportunity to just sit and grind it out like I do in the mornings. So I'm online playing WoW, so if you play on this server in my guild or anything like that, you'll see me online, but I won't be streaming because I AFK so often. Let's cross the road here. The rest of our Thornweavers are over here, I bet.
So you've had higher characters.
Oh yeah.
You played before, yeah?
Yeah, I've played since Vanilla all the way to Legion, every expansion, and Warlords of Draenor was the one that I just couldn't stand, so I maxed one character in Warlords of Draenor and then fell off. But ever since Wrath of the Lich King, I've leveled alts and had alts that were maxed up to the max level. So I guess you could say, like, I'm a veteran, but vanilla WoW is still very new to me because I wasn't really deep into WoW when I played in vanilla. That's why I enjoy it so much, because it's like all this stuff I feel like I missed out on. Like, I didn't know there were Alliance guys here. Like, I've never seen these guys before. So things like that. You're gonna murder him?
Oh my god.
We're gonna murder. He's question mark, be careful. He's got 4,000 mana.
I'm scared.
Yeah, no, don't do it, man. He gonna die. Don't die. Ichigo Kurosaki. Toshita Ichigo Kurosaki. He says, hi, Enhanced Shaman. Yes, I have an Enhanced Shaman. Is that not who I'm playing right now? I started out playing Shaman Milk, but I guess my bad with the title and stuff. I've been playing Stockade, my warrior, but Enhanced Shaman's also my main. Let me update this. Stockade. I don't know how that reset actually, because I've been playing Stockade all day. Appreciate that though. Good catch, Ichigo. His spiritual pressure. His Ryatsu was able to detect my stream information was wrong. Stockade. My favorite character from Bleach is Kenpachi. Kenpachi was a beast. He only lived for the fight. Alright. It's up to date. There you go. Good looking out, man. Okay. Have you seen Thornweavers? I'm looking for them.
Oh yeah, I have, but they've all been getting killed.
I didn't even know about this side. I've always just waited for them to spawn on that side.
Watching the other sides. The Thornweavers.
Ichigo Kurosaki says, okay, I'll watch, man.
But not the Thornweavers.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the viewership. Coming and hanging out. Helping me out with the stream. I try to make this better. I want it to be a good place for us to just hang out. Oh, yeah. No spamming caps. That's something Nightbot doesn't really like. And then also links. If you got any kind of URLs you want to link, it won't let you do that either. But Nightbot's, I mean, I got it pretty loose right now. It's loosey-goosey right now. So usually it's not too bad with oppressing the peoples in chat. Okay, we're gonna go up north a little bit more, see if there's some at this camp.
I think my connection's a bit It might be because of the latency. You're in US and I'm in Australia. That's
They say
probably
that,
why.
yeah, the other Aussie that we have in the guild says that they consistently get about 300 MS on this server. Because of that, we've actually started tunes on a different server on, I think it was Darrowshire on the Alliance side. Ichigo Kurosaki has subscribed. Welcome to the Stalwart Vanguard, Ichigo Kurosaki. If you got a tune on the server and you want a guild invite, you're welcome to come though. Welcome to join. Ooh, this guy's gonna die.
Gonna watch him.
I was gonna try to help him, but I was sketchy because there's so much.
Oh no, I got you, fam.
Hell yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Take these guys off you.
Ichigo Kurosaki said, Getsuga Tensho, the Crescent Moon Strike. Nice, appreciate it, Junior Satch. Safe.
Got you, man.
Getsuga Tensho, Bankai. Yeah, my son, he's really into Bleach too. He's an artist, he likes to draw Bleach characters. What was that?
I'm out of range.
I promise it's not your
no,
accent, it's just your mic. It's the way your sound comes across. I actually love the Aussie accent. British too, I like British accents as well. But there's a lot of background noise when you're talking. It's not unbearable though, it's just hard to understand. Ichigo Kurosaki says PC is in the shop. Oh man. That's the roughest.
Is that better?
Yeah, you sound clear right now.
I think it must be because of the internet connection because we're in.
Oh, okay. True, true.
Yeah.
We had a raid. One of our raid leaders was an Australian dude back in I think Cataclysm. I remember raiding with him, and he was like the main tank. He had the same problem with the connection issues, so he would go and pull a big old group, and then his character would start running in place, and they would be like, "Oh no, pit bullies DC," and then the whole raid would wipe. But yeah, I'm already past time. I want to get this Geomancer quest done, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm pretty hungry.
How many more you need to get?
I need 6 more Thornweavers. I want to stick it out and get them, especially since you came all the way out here to help.
Nah, I don't mind, bro. I don't sleep.
Yeah, man, for real. Go ahead and get your rest. I'm going to go ahead and log from here, guys. I appreciate all the people that subscribed and the community that's growing here. And thanks for your help, Junior Satch. My bags are full too. Shit. I'm just gonna heart to Orgrimmar from here. I appreciate the help, man.
No worries.
Welcome to the Stalwart Vanguard. I'm gonna go ahead and log, guys. Ichigo Kurosaki said for Doomhammer. For the Horde. Alright, stream. Y'all take it easy. Alright, man. I'll talk to you later. Hopefully I see you online some. We got other Australians, so you'll probably see other people online from the guild too. Alrighty, folks.
More questing and raiding together in the future, hopefully.
Yeah, man. Hopefully. That's the goal. Thanks for watching the Elude Stalwart stream on the Elysium PvP server.
Discord now.